Presentation of Blazers Broadcasting. The Blazers have one more game in this homestand before heading east. Christmas is over and the road ahead is tough. The Timberwolves retooled in the offseason, but the main man is still the man, Kevin Garnett. Home has been better than the road for Portland, but there's work to be done. The Blazers and Timberwolves are coming up next. Portland again tonight as the holiday season continues. Blazers wrap up another homestand, and this brutal stretch continues. Another elite from the West is in town. The Timberwolves, who have won 6 in a row, take on the Blazers here tonight. And welcome courtside, everyone. Mike Barrett along with Steve Jones. And Steve, the big three for the Timberwolves, led by not only Kevin Garnett and Sam Cassell, but Sprewell, who's coming off a monster game.
Well, the thing about Minnesota was they spent a lot of time trying to decide what kind of team they were going to be in the offseason. They finally made some real aggressive and bold moves. And when you start with their backcourt, you know that they've improved dramatically. And Sprewell is the kind of player who can be very explosive, or he can be non-existent. In New York, he was explosive, and he was also reminding. You know, Jeff McInnis has his hands full just because of that explosive nature of Sprewell. But McInnis is coming off a terrific game. If he can play that well, Portland, they're in good shape.
Take a look at the season numbers. Sprewell's numbers up big over the last 10 ball games. Well, the man in the middle, I mentioned him a moment ago, Kevin Garnett, MVP-type numbers once again this season. He had 2 triple-doubles on this floor last season.
Well, Garnett is just a possessed player. He's an individual that is driven to excel. He wants to win. He wants to be the best he can be, and he knows that whenever he comes to Portland, he's going to have to bring one of his best games. They've had some tough games, some close finishes. He's been able to be the difference between winning and losing in those games, but Garnett, once he laces up his shoes, is always ready, and whenever Wallace plays against him, he's always ready. He knows that Garnett is more than a handful. Wallace is playing terrific basketball, and if he avoids foul trouble, this will be a wonderful matchup to watch.
And Garnett's numbers extremely impressive. In fact, in the top 5 in most offensive categories in the NBA. Well, this series used to be dominated by Portland. Not anymore. The Timberwolves have stormed back and, in fact, have owned this series as of late. They have won 5 of the last 7 in this building. They won both games here last year. Can the Blazers rise to the challenge tonight?
Every day. You'll find it at Fred Meyer.
Pizza Hut Sicilian pizza tastes like you are there, with a thick crust and robust Italian blend of garlic, basil, and oregano baked right into every bite. Get a one-topping Sicilian pizza, just $8.99.
Hey, wait a minute! We're not in Sicily. We're in Cleveland.
pizza, just $8.99. It's always a festive occasion when you gather around the good stuff.
What's with the accordion player?
And I don't even have that insurance. No.
What insurance, Santa?
The one that pays you cash if you're hurt and can't work.
Huh?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Be down there.
Excuse me, is there a Bank of America ATM around here?
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's another one at the theater.
Down there by the post office.
Down 2 blocks. Nice and Main. Right by the deli. There's another one right across the courtyard. I know it. Right by the block that way.
More ATMs where you need them.
There's one more, right?
From Bank of America. Higher standards.
Making deliveries at Hendrick Motorsport is one of the best parts of my job.
To be around these professionals in their cars is so exciting. It really gets your blood pumping to work with such pros, which is why I'm proud to be part of the team. Northwest Auto Parts and Hendrick Motorsport, 2 quality companies working together. If they could just be a little faster,
They could keep up with me.
CarQuest, the professional choice.
Portland Trailblazers basketball is closed captioned through a generous grant from Fred Meyer. Portland Trailblazers basketball is brought to you by Bank of America, proud sponsors of the Portland Trailblazers. By 76 Gasoline. Next time you're on empty, get the spirit of 76. By Standard TV and Appliance, with over 10,000 appliances in stock. By Sprite. Sprite reminds you to obey your thirst. By Le Schwab. If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it. And by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
well, certainly hope you had a good Christmas as the holiday season continues. Blazers and Timberwolves set to go at it. Before they do, let's get you the Fred Meyer keys to the game, Steve Jones.
Well, you know, this is a very good Minnesota team, and what you've got to do is create some doubt in their mind that they can get the job done. They've won 6 in a row. They're feeling real good about themselves, maybe too full of Christmas. The guy you've got to contain is not Kevin Garnett, but Sam Cassell. Cassell is driving that engine, and you can't make mistakes against a Flip Saunders team. You make the turnover, that's when they get the easy score.
Well, as always, Ann Schatz watching the sidelines for us tonight. Annie?
Thank you very much, Michael. Now the Wolves, you guys have been talking about it all night long. Of course, they add those new guys to complement one, Kevin Garnett, and boy, is this paying dividends. And the Blazers also know that these T-Wolves are playing some of the best ball of their season.
They really focus on trying to get better, so that's why they're playing well on the road, because when they come in, they have a plan. But I think Sam Cassell is playing unbelievable basketball. And of course, Kevin Garnett is going to be Kevin Garnett because he comes to play every night. So we know we got our hands full tonight. We just got to come out and try to play for 48 minutes.
I think this is one of the bigger games that we've had thus far. You know, it's a game that's going to come down to us playing D. You know, we know that. You know, we've been scoring points, and we know that we're capable of scoring points, but we had a tough time stopping people, but we know we got to stop these guys if we want to have any chance of winning this game.
Okay, Michael, it was all about energy and passion and defense against the Mavs the other night. They're going to have to bring the same thing, the Blazers anyway, this evening.
Absolutely. Minnesota 9-1 in the month of December. They've won 6 in a row. They are hot. They are confident. When we come back, we'll get you the Coors Light starting lineups, and we'll tip it off.
Nice truck.
Yeah, new F-150. And the best part is I get to write the whole thing off.
Is that the small business owner tax benefit?
Yeah. You know, you probably qualify too.
Yeah.
Attention small business owners. Buy any qualifying Ford vehicle and deduct 100% of the transaction amount from this year's tax return.
You better get to your Northwest Ford store before the end of the month.
Great tip. Come on, I'll show you the plan.
The wait is over. This Friday and Saturday, the two-day sale at Standard TV and Appliance. Save big during this two-day savings event.
Save on appliances, mattresses, home theater, big screens, and more at all Standard locations.
Sale prices on Whirlpool, GE, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Maytag, Sony, JVC, Mitsubishi, and more.
Plus 12 months no interest at Standard.
Friday and Saturday only. Save on brand name products at Standard TV and Appliance.
Well, time now to get to the Coors Light starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 11-4 on the road, the best mark in the NBA. Sam Cassell and Trenton Hassel, the guards, with Latrell Sprewell and Irvin Johnson, the forwards, and Kevin Garnett actually forward, and Irvin Johnson starting inside. Of course, Michael Olowokandi has gone down. Damon Stoudemire, Jeff McInnis, the guards for Portland. Zach Randolph and Rasheed Wallace, the forwards, and inside, the man in the middle, Dale Davis. Cliff Saunders, the second longest tenured coach now in the NBA. Of course, Jerry Sloan being number one. Take a look at Saunders' record as Minnesota coach. The big changes the Wolves went through in the offseason. And, of course, he'll try and get them out of the first round. 7 straight first-round playoff ousters. But, Steve, this team right now is confident. And when you win on the road, it's a good sign of maturity.
Well, Maurice Cheeks knows that his team is going to be tough tonight. So he's got a studied look on his face. Ready for the outset of this ball game. Sprewell is coming off a tremendous game against New York. Wallace, if he stays out of foul trouble, should have a great game tonight.
Sprewell coming off a $25,000 fine as well in that New York game for screaming at New York Knicks chairman James Dolan and New York's bench.
I had to get my feelings out. I just wanted him to know one more time. You can't do that to me.
And he hits here early to get Minnesota on the board. Of course, we mentioned in the pregame show the fact that the Blazers fly east tomorrow.
Well, they had a mismatch. They're trying to get the ball to Wallace, and now they've wasted most of the shot clock time. Not going to be able to do it. They got to get it in the air.
McInnis, nice find to Davis underneath.
Well, that's some pretty good patience right there. Dale Davis makes that final cut. This is a tough cover right here. Sam Cassell, and he is on a roll. And quietly, no one is saying anything about Cassell this year. It used to be Allen Cassell and the big dog, but somehow he's in another big three as we take a look at the referees, and Cassell gets his first 2.
Well, Cassell at 20 points a game right now. It's been 25 points in his last 10, so his numbers are up. Stoudemire baseline.
You know, Zach is like a wide receiver in the end zone. As soon as he gets in the red zone, he's open. And so his hands are waving, and he's going like this, and he gets his first 2 for the night. So he's going to be looking for big results.
Minnesota quickly the other way. Rasheed Wallace affected the shot by Sprewell, and Portland back the other way. Stoudemire for 3, yes! Good transition defense by Wallace, and Damon knocks down the open look.
Maybe they're all wide receivers. Damon was waving his hands, too. I guess if you get it to him when those hands are twitching, good things will happen.
Garnett from just inside three-point range.
Well, we started off with both teams making shots, and so that means you have to keep making shots and then try to find a way to make them miss.
Wallace at the elbow. His jumper short. Rebound Garnett. Cassell to Sprewell. A long 3 is front rimming off. Wallace the rebound for the Blazers. Stoudemire thought about another 3. This time takes the top of the key jumper and knocks it down. So Damon off to a quick start.
Well, Damon knows he's going to have to keep some offensive pressure on Cassell because Cassell is going to continue to come at him. He is going to make life difficult for whoever defends him.
See both teams red hot early. Portland's 4 or 5. Trenton Hassel, they don't look for his offense a lot, and he's short with that shot.
Well, Hassel is a guy that believes he's a shooter, but he's the only one that believes he's a shooter. Very good defensive player, but he wants to make that jump shot. He desperately wants to impress his coaches that he's a perimeter player.
Trying to get Zach Randolph.
Well, they're trying to get Rasheed Wallace the ball and get some movement at the same time. Garnett blocked that when Wallace tipped it twice. It should still be in play.
Davis got it back. Good aggressive Offensive rebounding by Portland, and free throws coming for Dale Davis.
Garnett got a piece of it. Wallace tipped it twice. Dale Davis is going to get it twice. Garnett with a wild swing.
Wallace's tip just did graze the rim as the shot clock expired, so good call by the officials. Davis just 57% at the free throw line on the year.
But they have a tremendous mismatch with Wallace against Trenton Hassell. But the team has got to see it, and they've got to see it early. Otherwise, Garnett's going to come over and take away the ability to throw it over the top.
Davis rattles in the second, and Portland off to a 5-point lead. Garnett breaks the press, and now Sprewell in the corner.
In past years, Minnesota's been a perimeter team. They have not been able to get a lot of high percentage stuff. And the chore is to make them play outside in. Sprewell again. Sprewell's on a pretty good roll. When he's like this, you just have to ride out that streak because he's going to start missing.
We got a lot of shots at the foul line in that New York game. We mentioned 31 points for him against New York, but he was 12 for 14 from the free throw line, 9 of 20 from the field. As Stoudemire lets another three fly, and this one's off, and the rebound to Irvin Johnson. Cassell to Hassell to Garnett.
They've always shared the ball, and Sam Cassell got that play started. Nice pass and a big finish from Garnett. Garnett is one of the premier defenders, but he's going to be tested tonight against Zach Randolph. Randolph, if he stays in his office, is going to be able to get some opportunities. Quick that one, though.
Wary of the shot blocking Garnett. Was off with that jump hook.
You know what Zach has got to realize, Garnett's going to get some. He's not going to get them all.
Cassell fades over Stoudemire, was asking for the foul. Blazers back the other way. McInnis the trailer, takes the foul line, jumper and hits. McInnis coming off a 14-point, 10-assist game against Dallas in the victory.
Cassell likes to post. Gets that one knocked out of his hands. He'll have a lot to say to the officials. I mean, Sam is always talking, but he always thinks he gets fouled on every play.
Now, he and Michael Smith have had a couple of conversations already now. Wallace against Hassell. McInnis open again. Finds Stoudemire. Wouldn't take the three this time. They go back inside to Wallace, who stays foul line and hits. Seems like every game they're finding matchups with Rasheed Wallace they will try and exploit.
Well, I mean, Rasheed has it, and he gave it up. They did the right thing. Throw it back in there. You know, he is so team-oriented. Sometimes he won't take it, but you got to force the issue with Wallace. Make him become the offensive threat that he is.
Cassell inside over Stoudemire. Portland going to call a timeout once they get it across half court. And now they call it and get it. So 6:06 left here in the first quarter. Blazers off to a hot shooting start, trying to break this roll of Minnesota on the Blazers television network.
You know, the Ram has 20-inch available wheels. Nice. 4 full-size wide-opening doors. Uh-huh. And 345 horses of genuine Hemi power. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm getting one, too. Want to talk to my sales guy?
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab a Dodge Ram with 0% financing or a $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, get our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be. Should have gotten fajitas.
Ooh, fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. It'll make you regret getting anything else.
Should have gotten me fajitas.
Fajita, sizzling marinated carne asada steak and tasty fajita veggies, all wrapped in a flour tortilla and grilled to go.
Should have gotten fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. Nothing beats the sizzle when you think outside the bun.
Family Fun Night, Friday, January 2nd. Get 4 tickets, free food, and a bonus gift. Call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or visit Blazers.com.
Well, Northwest Ford dealers and the Blazers have teamed up to raise money for the Dornbecker Children's Hospital. For every Blazers slam dunk, Ford will donate $50 to Dornbecker Children's Hospital, courtesy of the Northwest Ford dealers. We'll have to tell Jeff McInnis he was the subject of the Dornbecker dunks. He had his first dunk in our last ball game. Well, Blazers take on the Denver Nuggets coming up Friday, January 2nd. A family fun night, 4 tickets, $12 in free food, and a Bi-Mart fun pack for as low as $59. The Memphis Grizzlies come to town on Tuesday, January 6th for Elvis night. Plus, that's a 2 for Tuesday. Participate in an Elvis costume and karaoke contest. You get 2 tickets and $6 in free food for as low as $29. Tickets for all upcoming Blazers games are on sale now at the Rose Quarter Ticket Office. All Ticketmaster locations. You can call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or visit Blazers.com.
Both teams sticking it right now. You know, a lot of times you hear the thought about defense again, but these teams are making shots. Most of them are jump shots right now. You know that somebody's going to blink, and you just got to continue to execute. Miss Wallace on a good chance to dump inside. They're still looking for that matchup.
Dennis to Stoudemire. Damon baseline. Out to Wallace for 3. No. Front rim. Rebound. Randolph rolls it in. Irvin Johnson goaltended anyway, but the ball went in.
Well, this may be the night that Wallace breaks out of his three-point slump. That one was there, spooned out.
He's 0 for his last 14 from behind the arc. In fact, the last three-pointer Rasheed made was against the Lakers in that big win here. Davis, steals at the other end. Trying to go down low to Garnett with a skip pass, and Dale stepped in front. Wallace gets right to the middle and missed it inside. Got his own rebound, though, and Portland gets a new clock.
Got to do it again. Not used to being that close. Next time he's got to go in there and finish. The Big O is coming in the game. They don't
Absolutely
like that.
Stoudemire finds McInnis in the corner. Jeff for 3. No. Back iron. Rebound Cassell. Minnesota out 3 on 2. Sprewell from 15. Sprewell 6 points early in this game. Blazers by 3. Randolph had Wallace and missed him as he is double teamed out top. Stoudemire for 3 against the clock. Missed it. Davis offensive rebound. Dale dunks with 2 hands.
Well, a couple of pump fakes and really got in that power position to explode up, knowing that Garnett and Johnson are both shot blockers. So Dale Davis on the spot.
2 offensive boards already for Dale. You see Portland 5 offensive rebounds. Sprewell again. Front iron this time. Garnett, though, the rebound, settles for the 10-foot shot, and it's off of Jeff McInnis. So Minnesota will have it with a new 24. Oliver Miller checking in now for Minnesota. Down will go Irvin Johnson. What a story Oliver Miller is they say he is down now as we watch the replay of Davis's dunk. Miller down to 315 pounds now. He started this year in the CBA with the Dakota Wizards. His last season in the NBA was 99-2000.
Well, Oliver Miller has always been a player with skill, but he's always been a player with weight problems, and every time he's had a taste of success, his weight has gone up. Cassell.
Good defense by Damon as well. Cassell just hit a tough shot. So Portland offensive rebounding and hitting their shots, but Minnesota not blinking so far.
Well, and they've got Zach Randolph now being guarded by Oliver Miller, so they got to make sure that they take advantage of that. Portland has at least been looking for their matchups and their mismatches, and now it's a question of getting the ball in there a little bit quicker.
Blazers by 5. They're going to try and go down to KG against Zach Randolph. Garnett baseline. Zach got a piece of it, but a foul called way out top by Tony Brown. Zach disagrees, but picks up the foul.
You can see him get him across the arm. There's no question that Garnett got hit. If he hadn't got hit, Garnett was thinking about dunking that ball. You know, they have another kid that's out of high school on this team now. So, you know, it's the transition. Garnett is leading the way in Minnesota. It'll be interesting to see if the young man plays tonight. But
talking about Indy Eby.
Yeah.
Garnett, number 4 in the NBA in scoring, number 1 in rebounding, and he's even 24th in assists at 5 assists a ball game and makes a pair here. Blazer lead now 3.
Well, Garnett is one of those guys that every year he has gotten better. He earned the nickname the Big Ticket because of the big contract he got, but there isn't a player that has played with or against Kevin Garnett that will begrudge him the dollars that he's making.
Zach had it slapped away inside, and a offensive foul on... Oh, it's on Rasheed Wallace, a blocking foul. Rasheed talking to Mark Wunderlich. He thought about a technical foul, it looked like, and then called the timeout on the floor. So we'll take the break. Blazers 5-3. Both teams still shooting well. Portland under 50% for the first time early in this ball game. 2:53 to go in the first on the Blazers television network.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines from Portland to Phoenix for just $89 each way.
You are now free to move about the country.
It was the
Jeepers Creepers 2 on DVD now.
Buy or lease a 2004 Chevy SUV and get 2 season passes to Mount Bachelor. Mount Bachelor, where the high desert snow is dry and the mountain is bigger than any other resort in the Northwest. Simply buy or lease an Avalanche, Suburban, Tahoe, or Trailblazer, and you're on your way up the mountain. How you get down is up to you. See your participating local Chevy dealer.
Well, Fan 76 presents Hoops for Head Start. For every three-pointer made by the Blazers, 76 will donate $50 to Portland's Albina Head Start program. Funds raised will help build courts and play structures for Portland's littlest residents. 76 and Head Start proudly serving children and families in Portland. And shots. What do you have?
Well, Michael, remember you were talking about the Minnesota T-Wolf teenager. Well, of course, Travis Outlaw is that version for the Portland Trailblazers. And for a while this Portland Trailblazer club has struggled, Mo Cheeks has said to the veterans, especially the captains, you have got to take a stand, you have got to take a step forward and lead this club. Well, today's shoot-around was a good indication where Travis Outlaw was tutored, if you will, by Damon Stoudemire, one of the team's captains, for about a half hour after practice. They sat at the free throw line, they talked about being on the road, they talked about hard work, they talked about what it takes to be a great player in this league, not just to make this league. And you can see Mo Cheeks looking over at Damon saying, that's what I'm talking about. Guys?
Thanks, Annie. And Wesley Person, I know when he was brought in, even on the road trip, the first road trip to Memphis, he was taking time out with Travis Outlaw, who is not active for this game, and taking him aside and explaining things to him. Wesley Person saying, I want to be a coach someday. They're saying, well, now be one to these younger players, and it's nice to see. Portland shooting early on in this ballgame, 9 of 19. Just 1 of 5 from three-point land, but Portland with a 3-point lead, and the rebound edge 9-6. So Portland against Dallas, Steve was awfully aggressive on the offensive boards, and they have been early in this game tonight.
With a dominant rebounder like Kevin Garnett out on the floor, you know that you're going to have to rebound as a team. You're going to have to do your job. If you do your job, then you'll have a chance. Minnesota still is basically a jump shooting team. So if you can steal and go get the ball, you'll give them one and done. And right now they're making shots, but you got to keep them shooting over the top, and you got to continue to rebound the ball. And must have been either talking to Steve Francis yesterday or listening to Steve Francis, because that's what I'm talking about. That's what she's yelling about all the time.
I'm not sure she was talking to him.
Yeah. She'll probably run down there and jump in Yao Ming's chest now.
Minnesota with it. Garnett foul line.
Portland showing zone.
Sprewell, the tough jumper over Stoudemire is good. Minnesota's hitting shots and hitting tough shots. 9 of 15 now. They are shooting in the game. Damon has played good defense, and Cassell hit a couple of tough shots over him, and there's Sprewell.
Now, they've got shot makers. I mean, I think you always have to understand that in the NBA, there are certain guys that can make shots against the best defense, and when they're making shots, then you just got to go through it. Wallace and Wonderleak still talking about the last call.
So Rasheed Wallace will sit down. Stoudemire hits the technical. So Ruben Patterson, coming off a 12.6 rebound, 3 steals game, vintage Patterson against Dallas.
Well, they wanted to sit him down. I mean, Cheek's already told him, I'll get you right back, but I want to get your mind right here. Get the focus on the game. Yeah, you got a bad call. Let it go.
Patterson, they're trying to go inside to Zach now. Zach backing down on Garnett. Puts it out to McInnis. Too far for Jeff, and the Blazers turn it over. It was against the clock anyway. And
that tells you about Zach. I catch. I don't pass. I catch. It was an easy pass to make, and somehow it was 5 yards off the mark.
I know last year when the Blazers played Minnesota, it was during Wallace's suspension. Zach Randolph got into the game against Minnesota and looked a little bit in awe of Garnett, as Garnett certainly affected Randolph's shooting and has here so far tonight. Oliver Miller, the offensive board, threw it away. Garnett, though, gets it right back and lays it in.
A rare finger roll from this generation, but you see one from Garnett.
Minnesota now 10 of 17. McInnis draws the double in the zone, finds Zach at the foul line, wouldn't take the shot, and then an offensive foul called on Zach as he ran down Trenton Hassel.
Zach is trying to do things that he's not accustomed to doing. I mean, if he's going to make a pass, it's going to be a dump pass when he's in the post or up on the lane. When he's trying to dance with the ball, he's going to have trouble executing. So, you know, they got to get him back into a familiar zone of play.
Fred Hoiberg is checked in for Minnesota.
Hoiberg is a shooter, and, you know, they got him from Chicago. This is a guy that can make shots. When he was in Indiana with Larry Brown, they felt that if they ever needed a shot maker, he was the guy. Garnett above everybody.
Strong move to the left block for Garnett. Both teams packing it down in.
Well, Portland's not doing a good job of recognizing that post player when he's there.
Stoudemire, the nice feed to Patterson. Couldn't finish inside. Ball ends up in Zach's hands, and he scores. The other way, Garnett from Cassell.
Right now, hoops too easy for Garnett. You got to make him a little bit tougher than that. Otherwise, you're going to have a huge night.
5 of 6, 12 points, just like that. Under a minute left, first quarter. Stoudemire skips it to Person, wouldn't take the 3. Hoiberg was there. Now finds Zach at the free throw line, and he's a little long with it. Garnett the rebound. Portland does have a foul to give, as there is about a 3.5-second different shot clock and game clock.
See, I only think you give a foul when you're in trouble. You don't give it just because you got it to give.
Hoiberg off with the jumper. Portland has time. Zach says, I'll handle this. Zach cut off by Cassell. Ball loose. Damon's got time. Down low, not that much time. And the horn sounds, and the first quarter has come to an end. So, behind Kevin Garnett's 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting, the Timberwolves, after trailing early to Portland, have a 2-point lead as we head to quarter number 2 on the Blazers Television Network.
Power first to the red Strata.
Look, there's another one.
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab our best deal, like 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 in cash allowances. All with Dodge's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
We'll take it. Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Come on, Gladys, put your back in the wind.
Need traction? Traction tires, studs, or chains. For great deals on your winter driving needs, there's only one place to stop before you go. Les Schwab.
You push, you punk.
No, you can't. Hold on. LeBron, you want to get hurt? All the world's eyes are on 18-year-old phenom LeBron James. Can he live up to the hype?
This is getting serious. How you feeling? I don't know. Lately, they've been acting a little funny. Funny? Funny how? Check this. Hear that? Man, that ain't funny. That ain't funny, man. I know you was playing it. Me.
Was the night before the holidays, and all through the place, not a creature was stirring except our friend Blaze. Good gift ideas was something he surely lacked until he remembered the Trailblazers holiday ticket and gift pack. Tickets to 5 games and great ones at that. What more could you want, thought Blaze the Trail Cat. Well, if you buy 2, you'll get Winterhawks tickets, a basketball, and a 20 from McCormick and Schmick's. Trailblazers holiday ticket and gift packs will make you a hero. Visit Blazers.com or call 797-9600. Blazers basketball is brought to you by McDonald's Dollar Menu. I'm loving it. By Dodge, your Northwest Dodge dealers. Grab life by the horns. By Spirit Mountain Casino, your place to play and win on Highway 18 in Grand Ronde. And by Fred Meyer. You'll find it at Fred Meyer.
Well, high percentage shots all the way around so far here in Portland tonight. Minnesota 12 of 20 in that first quarter. They come to the second quarter now with a 2-point lead. Portland not bad at 10 for 22 on 46% shooting, 45.5. But too many easy looks inside, as you said, for Kevin Garnett.
Too many easy looks, and Stepania comes in the ball game for the first time tonight with hopes of giving Portland some interior defense. Wallace back in the ball game, so it is Stoudemire, Person, Patterson, Stepania, and Wallace to start for the Blazers.
Well, Garnett in the game, 12 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. I mentioned last year in both of Minnesota's appearances here in Portland, Garnett recorded triple-doubles in both of those games. Wesley Person, catch and shoot off the Wallace pick is good.
Person is one of those players that really shoots well coming off screen. So when you see him that open, he's got a great chance of knocking it down. Watch out.
Oliver Miller tried to lob to Garnett. Ruben Patterson was there to make it difficult, and certainly did. Stoudemire still with it. Now Stepania. Hands off the Person. That draws the double. That leaves Stepania wide open. He takes his time and misses it short. Rebound pulled down by Oliver Miller. Not sure if Vladimir wanted that shot.
Oh, he wanted the shot. And Flip wanted him to take it. They got what they wanted.
Sprewell against Patterson.
You know, that's a gift for Portland if Stepania makes that shot.
Sprewell cut off, flips back to Garnett. He misses the shot. Stepania, the rebound.
Against young Keith McLeod, Damon's got to get the offense set up a lot earlier. He's backing up. That rookie doesn't want to make any mistakes, wants to stay in the game. You want to go right at him. Wallace against Garnett.
Fades over Garnett in the middle of the key and knocks it down. Wallace's second field goal, 2 of 6 now, 4 points. In the backcourt, a foul of the loose ball variety. Gary Trent will check in now for Minnesota.
Wallace wants to even up on the officials, so they get a call against McLeod, and he's saying that's what I want to hear. I want to hear some calls going against those guys. Gary Trent in the ball game. So now this is a team that Sprewell has to direct. Trent is a terrific inside scorer, but they don't really have a lot of scoring threats out there. Portland's defense can get very aggressive when Minnesota gets the ball.
McInnis takes the shot and hits it over McLeod. Jeff with 4 points in the ball game, also already has 3 assists.
Yeah, McInnis needs to be all over McLeod. McLeod is very, very skittish right now. You want to make sure he never gets into any kind of a rhythm.
Person tips to Stepania for the rebound as Minnesota had people there, but a nice tip by the veteran. And Portland back the other way. McInnis uses the Stepania pick.
Now they got Wallace again.
What are you laughing at? Wallace, offensive rebound. No, but a foul called, and he will shoot free throws.
Well, you can't pass what you can't see. Stepania lets another jumper go, but I mean, Wallace had the perfect position. All he had to do was drop it, and right there, he lets it go. Wallace is inside and gets fouled on the effort.
Well, he got it. He just had to work to get it. Rashid has always had good games, it seems, against Garnett and vice versa.
This is very much like the Wallace-Duncan, Wallace-Weber matchup. They really get hyped up to play against one another. They know they have to bring their best games, and they generally do. The only time they struggle, Portland, 8-0 run, is when they get in foul trouble.
And this time, McLeod being hounded by McInnis, maybe too much so, as Jeff is called for the foul. That is his first foul and the first team foul on Portland here in the second quarter.
You know, that Tony Brown must have been a defensive back somewhere. I mean, you don't have those kind of muscles as a referee.
All the officials are huge these days. They're all spending all their time lifting weights. McLeod loses it. Patterson has it. 2-on-1 if he hurries. Little show and go. Missed the lay-in. Ball tips. Stepania had it. Patterson gets it back. Patterson lays it in. And Flip Saunders wants a timeout. So Ruben Patterson doing what he does best. He gets his first field goal. And the Blazers with a nice little 8-point lead in this ball game. 9:06 left in the first half. Blazers and Wolves tonight on the Blazers Television Network.
Pay bills online free. With free checking from Bank of America. Higher standards.
Buy or lease a 2004 Chevy SUV and get 2 season passes to Mount Bachelor. Mount Bachelor, where the high desert snow is dry and the mountain is bigger than any other resort in the Northwest. Simply buy or lease an Avalanche, Suburban, Tahoe, or Trailblazer, and you're on your way up the mountain. How you get down is up to you. See your participating local Chevy dealer.
The wait is over. This Friday and Saturday, the 2-day sale at Standard TV and Appliance. Save big during this 2-day savings event.
Save on appliances, mattresses, home theater, big screens, and more at all Standard locations.
Sale prices on Whirlpool, GE, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Maytag, Sony, JVC, Mitsubishi, and more.
Plus, 12 months no interest at Standard.
Friday and Saturday only. Save on brand name products at Standard TV and Appliance.
In Los Angeles, everyone wants to be a star, but not everyone can be an all-star. So don't miss your chance to send your favorite players to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game in Los Angeles, California.
Get your mask! Get your NBA All-Star mask!
Go online to NBA.com to vote now. The 2004 NBA All-Star Game. There will be lights, cameras, and plenty of action.
Well, fans, stop by a participating Northwest Dodge dealer for your chance to enter to win the First to 20 contest. If your entry is selected and correctly names the first Blazers player to score 20 points for that night's game, you'll win $1,000. I think it's 4 or 5 in a row we've given away. 4 in a row. Tonight's contestant is Charla Herman from the Dows. Charla picks Zach Randolph to be tonight's First to 20, so we'll keep an eye on that. And you can sign up for the Blazers Fast Break email service. You'll receive a certificate for 1 free Trailblazers game ticket. Go to Blazers.com to sign up.
Well, Keith McLeod was displaying a bit of nervousness, and that caught the eye of Flip Saunders. He's out of the ball game. The more dangerous and confident Sam Cassell back out on the floor. So their scoring is going to be balanced. Portland on a 10-0 run to take control of the scoreboard.
Minnesota, they've not only been hot, they've won 6 in a row, but they've outscored their opponents by 15 points a game during this hot streak. So they've been blowing teams away.
You know, what you got to do is focus on the guys that are going to score. Cassell, Sprewell, and Gary Trent, and really try to make them take tough shots. They're going to make some tough shots, but you got to really know that that's where the offense is going to come from. If Miller gets anything, if Hoiberg gets anything, it's as a playoff event.
Wallace against Trent. Spins baseline. High archer is off. Ball loose and off is Sprewell. Portland ball. New shot clock.
Wallace got the setup he wanted. He had the pressure coming and spun away from it. Got an easy look, just didn't finish.
Person catch and shoot off the inbound pass. Knocks it down. So Person 2 for 3 in the game and has 4 points. Portland's lead back to 8. Bench points already. You saw Portland's bench a couple of nights ago against Dallas was very key in that win. Sprewell in trouble baseline to Trent. Trent going to take it inside. Missed the shot. Wallace high for the rebound. Tried to throw to Patterson. He didn't expect it. Stepania goes down. Minnesota back the other way with numbers. Sprewell hangs.
All the hard work goes away on miscommunication.
Wallace thought the Blazers had a fast break cooking and tried to throw to Rubin in the middle of the court. Rubin just wasn't looking. Wallace hands to McInnis all the way to the rack, lays it up. No. Stepania offensive rebound, and he is fouled. So Portland's still aggressive on the offensive glass, and now Stepania has earned himself a couple of free throws.
Now, this would give you an idea that Portland may be becoming a better team and understanding their skills. Wallace flashes, and McInnis comes by on the move. Now, McInnis shoots his best percentage and gets more shots coming off of that play. Wallace dumps it back and misses the shot, but that's a high percentage shot for him. Sprewell down, Garnett in.
Sprewell 10 points on 5 of 9 shooting, and still appears to be talking. This is not New York, but that has not stopped him.
Yeah, but it's a kind of conversation. It's not vintage. His veins in his forehead were popping out when he was talking to Dolan.
And Vladimir makes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. The Portland's lead is 7. Hoiberg open in the corner, wouldn't take the shot. Now finds Garnett. If he had turned to the hoop, he'd have found nothing but the hoop. Here's Cassell, elbow right side. Another tough shot by Cassell. 5 of 6 now and 10 points.
Sam is just a tough player. There's a lot of things that have been said about Sam Cassell, and he's never made the All-Star team, but this is a guy that is very dangerous at the offensive end, and you have to play him, and he's cooking right now.
Wallace against Garnett. Takes him to the middle and is fouled by Cassell, who hacked Rashid across the arm, and Wallace will shoot free throws. So Portland getting to the foul line in this ball game tonight, something they haven't always done this season.
I can guarantee you that Sam Cassell has a lot to prove this year being traded from Milwaukee. I mean, you know, when he went to Milwaukee, he had a tremendous run, and that was because the Nets let him go. When he gets motivated, this guy is a tough customer.
Cassell traded for Joe Smith and Anthony Peeler. Of course, they went from Minnesota. Wallace 7 points in the game, make it 8. The Blazer lead back to 7 again. 6:50 left here first half. Garnett squares up on Stepanier, trying to go inside to Oliver Miller. Patterson got a piece of it, and Miller scores anyway. So Minnesota has had a couple of kind bounces at their end. Patterson played that awfully well.
Well, you can't gamble inside because if you miss, you're going to be in trouble, and that's what happens. You're playing a zone, you got to keep everybody in front of you.
Person floats to the corner. Patterson gives it to him, and he knocks down the three. Cassell the other way to Miller. He throws it out of bounds. Portland ball. Zach Randolph and Dale Davis check back into the game. Stepanier goes down. And I think Ruben Patterson will sit down as well.
The one thing that Portland is doing is really taking advantage of finding Wesley Person and Persons in a good rhythm. So they're giving him a chance to knock down some shots. His first three-point field goal of the night.
The Minnesota bench asking for the illegal pick by Patterson, who gave Person the ball and then laid a cross body block on Fred Hoiberg. McInnis steps inside three-point range and drops it down.
He did the right thing. Garnett did not come out, so he just stepped in. McInnis and Portland shooting the ball well. This is their biggest lead of the night.
Trent baseline, missed it. Rebound Wesley Person. Portland out running. 2 on 3. Zach is the trailer. There's Person again. Yes! Wesley Person catching fire. And Portland on top by 13, and a timeout called by Minnesota. 22nd timeout. The Minnesota coaches now say, but Portland has now scored on 11 of their 12 possessions this quarter.
Well, that's good decision-making. Wallace really ran the floor, which gave Wesley Person that chance to just step into that shot. A little celebration as Person is on fire.
Well, the timeout has now gone full. See Wesley Person's numbers, 4 for 5, 2 from the land of plenty, and 10 points. So we'll take the break and come back. Blazers on top by 13.
Tired of endless searches for low fares? Introducing the Southwest Shortcut. Shows you exactly which days our lowest online fares are available. Only at Southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
You know, insurance can be confusing for most people if they've never had an opportunity to sit down and have it explained to them.
I'm a very good explainer. I explain everything in layman's terms because that's the way I understand things.
I want to make sure my customers understand exactly what they're buying.
We just need to take a little bit of time and explain it to them.
No gimmicks, no frills. I tell you how it is.
You have to really break it down so they can understand.
We have to make sure that our clients know that we can provide real answers.
This is my country.
And let them know there are no stupid questions.
Grand Cherokee, Liberty. You didn't try one of these, did you? No.
Maybe. They're tough to resist. Only a few days left in the Jeep year-end sales drive to get $500 in holiday bonus cash. Now for a limited time, get 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash, or up to a $4,000 total cash allowance on select 2004 models. Act now. Bonus cash ends soon.
Well, Trailblazers 5-game tickets and gift package available now. Get all 5 great games, including the Kings, Mavs, and Sonics for as low as $79.50 per seat. Buy a pair of seats, and as a bonus, receive a $20 gift certificate to McCormick & Schmick's Seafood Restaurant, a replica NBA basketball, and a pair of tickets to a Winterhawks game, call 503-797-9600 or visit Blazers.com. And time for our Aflac trivia question tonight. Minnesota's inaugural head coach in 1989 also has Portland coaching ties. Can you name him? We'll have the answer a little later on.
Well, Minnesota not getting it done at the offensive or defensive end in the quarter, and Portland's bench really coming alive. 13-2, Wesley Person providing most of Portland's points, 10 here in the quarter, but they make some lineup changes. Cassell, Hoiberg, Mark Madsen in the game for the first time, and Sam Cassell.
Garnett looking to go to work on Wallace. Tries to pass across to Hoiberg, and Person steps in front. So Wesley doing it all here in the second.
Trying to get Person and the floor balanced and to get the play set up to run the ball inside to Wallace, and they take too long. 6 on the clock.
Randolph had the ball slapped away by Garnett, but got it back and scored. Now we'll really see if Portland, getting a player on fire from deep, can stretch that defense and get the interior players more options.
It's not getting them more options as much as it is recognizing when they're open.
Hoiberg missed the shot. Wallace's outlet is tracked down by Hoiberg, and Big Zach just a little bit out of control and ran down Hoiberg, and he picked up the foul.
Wallace points to himself, that pass was too much on a line, and Zach was never in a good position to catch it, tried to run it down and couldn't change direction. So Zach has picked up another foul. He'll have to come out of the game.
He loves streaking out on that break throw. Running that skinny post pattern, which he was running there.
That's a straight line. Straight line. Don't change. You know, that's how big guys do it. They just get right in the middle of the floor and go right straight down the middle.
And then poor Hoiberg was hit by the runaway train. Cassell. Cassell, now Hoiberg. They go inside to Madsen. Madsen looking to back down on Davis. Pulls his way to the hoop. He's been in there a long time. Missed the shot. Rebound Hassel. He missed it. Madsen again off the glass. So Madsen was in the key 6 or 7 seconds, but Minnesota aggressive on the offensive glass, and they get the bucket.
Well, whenever you see Madsen, you see a guy that's going to bring some energy and some attitude. And, you know, they're trying to tighten things up right now. Person with the foul after he mishandled the ball.
So this unit for Minnesota trying to be a little scrappier and bring it back in this game. Kevin Garnett has yet to score in this quarter.
What they're trying to do now is really focus on Garnett and Cassell at the offensive end, and then let the other guys get what they can get.
Cassell uses the Garnett pick, a little pick and roll. KG wouldn't take the shot, now takes a tougher shot and missed it. Rebound Person.
And what you want to do with those jump shots that are missed, you want to really look to push the ball. Don't waste any time walking the ball up the floor.
Person back to McInnis. Now Ruben Patterson back to McInnis. He hits the 15-foot baseline shot. So Portland's moving without the ball and finding the open men, and they're knocking shots down.
Well, I think they're understanding that each other's strengths and weaknesses a little bit better. McInnis reaches in, gets called for the foul.
That'll be 14 fouls, so it will not be a shooter. At least it shouldn't be.
You know, McInnis is not a one-on-one, really explode to the spot jump shooter. He needs a little speed, a little rhythm to get his shot, and when they can give him the ball when he's on the move, he's got a great chance to make the shot.
Sprewell, who got off to the hot start, is back in for Minnesota. They give it to Garnett. Now Hassel.
What you want to do is make this guy keep shooting. He wants to prove that he's an offensive player. Blocked by Wallace.
And off of Madsen, out of bounds. Portland ball. Good defense inside again by Rashid. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:53 left here in the first half. Portland trying to end Minnesota's 6-game road winning streak. They're off to a good start.
Winter has you on the run. Be sure Les Schwab has a full battery selection. Winter tough for whatever you drive. Drop in today before you get left out in the cold. Les Schwab batteries. They start.
After further review, the Millers were first to the red strata.
Look, there's another one.
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab our best deal, like 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 in cash allowances. All with Dodge's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
We'll take it. Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
Basketball is brought to you by Bank of America, proud sponsors of the Portland Trailblazers. By Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till you order it. By G.I. Joe's, you can count on Joe's to bring out the action figure in you. And by Blazers.com, tickets available at Blazers.com.
Well, back inside the Rose Garden, Portland on top of Minnesota, 51-36. Minnesota does a lot of things well, but they don't rebound well. They're 28th in the league, and Portland taking advantage of that so far.
Well, they should have never, ever made their substitutions because they've only scored 10 points in the quarter. Portland's got 27. Portland has been dominating the period, and that's why the lead is what it is, and those numbers are so outstanding. So if you're looking at Flip, you tell them don't ever make another substitution.
Kevin Garnett was great in that first quarter, 5 of 9, and had 12 points. But he's 0 for 3 and hasn't scored yet here in the second quarter, and there's only 2:53 left in the quarter.
Well, he really hasn't been looking to be as aggressive. Early in the game, he was really active and looking to score, came back in with the lineup, and he was trying to get the other guys involved, and that's a mistake. Sometimes you got to remember what you do best, and they've got to get back on the scoreboard right now. They pressure. You don't need all these people down there. If you're Portland, just send one person down there, and everybody else goes long.
Wesley Person comes back and gets the ball for Portland. Now Jeff McInnis will bring it across, but the defensive intensity turned up now by Minnesota out of that timeout.
Again, what beats pressure is passing the ball. If you get stuck dribbling the ball a lot, you end up not getting the shots you want. Person gets short with that. Wow.
Wallace, though, takes it from Garnett and throws it down. Portland well over 50% shooting now, and the second chance point shows you the aggressiveness by Portland on the offensive glass. Foul called on Dale Davis, who is defending Madsen at the foul line, as Damon Stoudemire will check back in for Portland, and down will go Jeff McInnis. So a nice little shift by McInnis. 8 points in the ball game on 4 of 6 shooting. He's also got 5 assists. Madsen, 50% free throw shooter, and Rasheed Wallace telling him about it and describing that miss to him.
They didn't describe the miss, but he said, yeah, you gave me what I was looking for. Yeah.
Madsen 1 of 2.
Remember, he was a teammate of Shaq for, all of his early years, so some of that might have rubbed off.
Madsen back in the lineup for Minnesota just recently. He missed 6 games with back spasms.
Didn't that guy average 20 points a game at Stanford?
Sure.
How?
Patterson lost the ball. Picked up by Garnett. And he throws it into our radio crew, and Portland gets it right back.
Did they catch it?
Dave Bell, no, he did not, but he's okay.
You would have caught
His
it.
equipment.
You would have caught
I would have gobbled it up and fed it right back onto the court. Fast break would have just continued.
Trying to find Person. At a bad angle.
Patterson inside, leads for Wallace. Wallace finger roll with the right hand. Minnesota right back the other way. Sprewell. Person was out to defend the three. Cassell, double clutch, knocks it down. Davis finally does inbound to Stoudemire as Minnesota's had the pressure. Portland with a sizable lead. Now it's 16.
But you got to continue to move the ball, and
Person, a rhythm dribble, knocks it down again. So Minnesota are trying to stay glued to the hip of Person, but he's rolling off some great picks, and he's creating on his own.
Well, 12 and a quarter, but you've got to continue to move the ball and move the people, and that's what they're doing here in the quarter at the offensive end. They're setting screens. They're getting guys quality shots, Sam, Cassell, and one.
So Cassell, a nice spin move inside and trying to urge his teammates on here in this final minute of the first half.
Well, Cassell on his own, spinning inside and just squeezes it off. And this is a guy that has always been 80-plus from the free throw line, and he loves to make free throws when the game really means something. 9 in the quarter for Cassell. Big first half of play for Portland. Going to get a foul against Sprewell. Sprewell trying to fall in love with Wesley Person.
These will be free throws. We talked about the fact that Minnesota, they're just trying to stay with Person. He has the red-hot hand, and when he gets it going, there's not a lot of people who can stop him.
What they're doing, though, is trying to run him off screen, run him in one direction, and what Sprewell is trying to do is get up to him, get through it, and sometimes you never fight your way through those screens, and you grab and you get caught. Quintel Woods in for the final 38 seconds of the game, and you see Sprewell saying, look, he hooked me. He hooked me. You know the hook. I've done it a few times myself, he said. So I can tell you what it looks like. 14 points in the quarter for Wesley Person.
Blazers will get the ball back. Sprewell tries to lay a pick into Quintel Woods.
Oh.
Now Patterson jumps in front and is called to the block, and that's free throws right back the other way. Sprewell 83%. So
well, the thing about it is that, you know, some of these calls are so easy to make. And Rubin, I don't know what he thought he was doing, but he was thinking he was going to get a steal, but you'd had to go cut half his body off. Sprewell is one of the players that is held in high regard by the public. You know, after the choking incident, he got a following that has just grown and grown and grown. So wherever Sprewell goes, he's got a lot of fans.
In New York, they were loving him a couple of nights ago. Dolan was it? The rest of the crowd was. Sprewell missed another one. But a loose ball foul called on Portland, and Wallace can't believe it. Wallace telling Tony Brown, I had the position on this. How can you call that on me? He and Madsen going at it pretty good. Rasheed did have the right arm extended, but...
Well, see, Madsen was able to get his arm over. You never put your arm up and let somebody hook you, because all you can do then is push that arm out.
Madsen misses the first free throw.
I mean, Madsen's learned a few things, and one of the things you learn as a rebounder is whenever somebody puts your arm up, they're dead. Because you got to put your arm over the top and just clamp it to your body. He gets 1 or 2 again.
Portland's lead 16 again. About a 6-second difference, shot and game clock. Wesley Person already has 14 in the quarter. Sprewell trying to stay with him.
They were trying to run the play for Person.
Steps up as Sprewell flashed, and he's got another one. And Maurice Cheek stands in front of us and shakes his head as Person already. And then Person nearly knocks it off of Sprewell, and Sam Cassell begging for a foul.
Come in and get that one. It's right in front of us.
After you gave me the bad time in San Antonio, I don't reach for the ball anymore. I'm going to let it hit me right in the head. And look at Persons, second quarter. Unbelievable.
Well, now you know why they got him. And the best thing is that they're looking for him.
Garnett, tough shot, short. Rebound, Madsen, no. Rebound, wouldn't you know it, Wesley Person, and why not? He's done everything else in this second quarter. He's got his Blazer high in one quarter. 16. And the Blazers, a nice lead over the hottest team in the NBA as we've reached halftime on the Blazers television network.
When you make innovative products, people are always trying to steal your ideas. That's why I'm not taking any chances with my new Finitos. There's 3 gourmet styles: the triple meat with aged salami, zesty turkey, and black forest ham and turkey, all with gourmet sauces on toasted ciabatta baguettes made just for me. But now that I'm telling you about Finitos, I guess they're not a secret anymore.
Oh, man.
Come on, this blows.
Hold on. LeBron, you on again,
All the world's eyes are on 18-year-old phenom LeBron James. Can he live up to the hype?
This is getting serious. How you feeling? I don't know. Lately, they've been acting a little funny. Funny? Funny how? Check this. Hear that? Man, that ain't funny. That ain't funny, man. I know you was playing to get me.
Comcast Digital Cable gives you TV your way. Get a wide variety of special interest, music, and premium channels. TV Guide Interactive to find what you want faster. And watch anywhere in the house with no expensive equipment to buy. And Comcast has the latest technology, like our HD TV receiver for just $5 more per month. Save 10% on our special Digital Gold package with HBO and Cinemax. Price guaranteed throughout 2004, plus free installation. Call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 now.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Love. We'll get you back to the game in just a minute. But first, here's a look at some of the local stories we're working on for you tonight. We're learning more about the man police shot on Christmas Eve. An autopsy now reveals that 25-year-old Shane Eric Clements died of multiple gunshot wounds. Police say they had been tracking Clements because of several robberies in the area, and that when they approached him, he took off. We still don't know yet whether the suspect had a gun at the time of the shooting. The now confirmed case of mad cow disease continues to have devastating ripple effects. Officials have quarantined an additional site in the Yakima, Washington area after it was discovered a calf from the infected cow was taken to a feeding operation in nearby Sunnyside. That's all for right now. We'll be back here tonight at 10 and 11. Until then, we'll send you back to the game.
Back here at halftime, the Blazers, a very strong second quarter, which they outscore Minnesota 37-17, and they lead here at halftime 61-43. Well, the Blazers have been shorthanded all season. Shooting guard Derek Anderson has not played. He's battling a bulging disc in his back, but he could be back very soon. He certainly hopes so, and Schatz has more.
It's been frustration after frustration, setback after setback for Derek Anderson. His injured back turned out to be far more serious than first thought, and DA has basically missed this entire season. But hope and his return seem just around the corner.
Made a lot of progress. Still can't sit long. I still have little pains, but I'm out shooting, jogging. So that's a step forward to getting in ready to practice and getting myself ready to go. I tried to come back, and the big thing was that, nobody can tell you how you feel except yourself. And I miss playing for the fans, and You know, it was just God's will that I was, you know, in this situation. I just believe in that, and He'll bring me back better than ever.
The Blazers could use their high flyer back in the lineup, especially on the offensive side of the floor. And Anderson can't wait to cut her loose.
I think the biggest key with me is understanding what I can bring. And when I get back, I'm going to give everything I have. You know, I'm going to score, you know, as much as I can. I'm going to do everything I know that I can do at this time and not hold back anymore.
Anderson follow, no. Chips it up, no. Chips it up again, yes! Oh, D.A. staying with it.
Well, my teammates believe in me. That's what I need. That's the guys I go to war, not anybody else. That's who believes in me, my teammates. And they understand what my purpose is. It's not about anything selfish. It's about understanding what I can do for this team. And so long as they respect that, I'll be fine. Because I'm going to come back with no holds barred.
Well, the Blazers hoping to get D.A. back and back soon. Wesley Person is the guy with the hot hand, very Derek Anderson-ish. 6 of 8 and 2 for 2 from long range. 16 points for Person. Back with some first half highlights after this.
Nice truck.
Yeah, new F-150. And the best part is I get to write the whole thing off.
Is that the small business owner tax benefit?
Yeah. You know, you probably qualify too.
Yeah.
Attention small business owners. Buy any qualifying Ford vehicle and deduct 100% of the transaction amount from this year's tax return.
You better get to your Northwest Ford store before the end of the month.
Great tip. Come on, I'll show you the plan.
The wait is over. This Friday and Saturday, the 2-day sale at Standard TV and Appliance. Save big during this 2-day savings event.
Save on appliances, mattresses, home theater, big screens, and more at all Standard locations.
Sale prices on Whirlpool, GE, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Maytag, Sony, JVC, Mitsubishi, and more.
Plus, 12 months, no interest at Standard.
Friday and Saturday only. Save on brand name products at Standard TV and Appliance.
Grand Cherokee, Liberty. You didn't try one of these, did you?
No.
Maybe. They're tough to resist. Only a few days left in the Jeep year-end sales drive to get $500 in holiday bonus cash. Now for a limited time, get 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash, or up to a $4,000 total cash allowance on select 2004 models. Act now. Bonus cash ends soon.
Family Fun Night, Friday, January 2nd. Get 4 tickets, free food, and a bonus gift. Call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or visit Blazers.com.
Now you have a choice at 10 o'clock.
Northwest News Channel 8 at 10 on PAX. The only 10 o'clock news delivered by the Northwest #1 news team. The only 10 o'clock news to bring you all the day's news, weather, and sports in a convenient half hour.
For you, that means the best breaking news coverage.
The best severe weather coverage.
The best in-depth reporting.
With the best 10 o'clock news in a convenient half hour, turn to Northwest News Channel 8 at 10 on PAX. Cable Channel 5 or 22.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Blazers basketball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Bank of America, proud sponsors of the Portland Trailblazers. By Fred Meyer. You'll find it at Fred Meyer. And by Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
Well, back here at halftime at the Rose Garden, Blazers on top of the Timberwolves, 61-43, and this is the McDonald's halftime show. And welcome back, Mike Barrett along with Steve Jones. That first half was, the Blazers came out just more aggressive on the offensive glass, and it shows in the second chance points. It showed in about everything it tried to do.
Well, it showed that Portland might be getting a better understanding of what kind of team they are, and where their strengths and weaknesses lie, and they played that way. It was an interesting ball game. First quarter of the ball game was hot shooting by both teams, and Portland needed every kind of way to score, and one of the ways that they dominated the Minnesota Timberwolves was inside. Second chance points, Dale Davis leading the way, but Garnett and company, they were doing a good job of getting some points in the paint right at the bucket. Garnett, he had a terrific opening quarter. Probably should have never taken him out of the game. He never got that rhythm back. And Ruben Patterson in the second quarter got Portland out running with some turnovers, but the guy that really rung the bell was Wes Person. And when you know what a player does and you look for him, he gets in a good rhythm. Person was all of that, and Portland continued to dominate that second quarter, ran away with the second quarter scoring.
Well, in Minnesota, again, down 18, and they're that with that great effort by Sam Cassell in the first half. 7 for 8 and hit difficult shot after difficult shot. It wasn't enough, but still a nice first half by Cassell.
Well, you know, Sam Cassell, those shots he's making are shots he takes all the time. He practices shooting under pressure, and that's why, you know, it seems like he's taking difficult shots, but he practices that way all the time, and if you let him get in that 15 to 18-foot area, and the only thing that's going to stop him from getting shots is having a bad night. But Cassell ringing the bell and just trying to keep Minnesota close.
Well, Wesley Person for Portland against Dallas a couple of nights ago had 10 points in 15 minutes. You give him more minutes, he scores more points. Tonight, 16 in the second quarter.
Well, I think the real key is getting him the ball. They did it in Dallas. This is just an extension of finding Wesley Person. And you heard the coach talk about those things right in front of us. He was saying, Wes, you start over here, come around here. And when he was in the open, they were giving him a chance to catch and shoot. The result, cut. And I think when you have a shooter like that, you don't compete with them. You work with them, and that's what this team has learned.
Blazers 3 players in double figures. Wallace and Randolph are also there. So we'll take the break. Blazers on top by 18 over the team that's won 6 in a row on the road. Stats coming up next.
Every day, we handle over 1 million pit stops. But on the weekend, we add a few more. Because we've been the official fuel of NASCAR for over 45 years. 76 with Pro Power. For NASCAR, for your car. Get the spirit.
Nice truck.
Yeah, new F-150. And the best part is, I get to write the whole thing off.
Is that the small business owner tax benefit?
Yeah. You know, you probably qualify too.
Yeah.
Attention small business owners. Buy any qualifying Ford vehicle and deduct 100% of the transaction amount from this year's tax return.
You better get to your Northwest Ford store before the end of the month.
Great tip. Come on, I'll show you the plan.
Ah, Sicily. Pizza Hut Sicilian pizza tastes like you are there, with a thick crust and robust Italian blend of garlic, basil, and oregano baked right into every bite. Get a one-topping Sicilian pizza, just $8.99.
Hey, wait a minute! We're not in Sicily. We're in Cleveland.
Who cares?
The Sicilian pizza, just $8.99. It's always a festive occasion when you gather around the good stuff.
What's with the accordion player?
Bailey Nursery in Yamhill, Oregon offers its clients beautiful choices. So Bailey picked a local health plan that does the same. LifeWise. LifeWise gives Bailey employees an open choice of more than 6,000 doctors and caregivers, along with useful online health information at their fingertips. And as the folks at Bailey will tell you, that's a pretty nice arrangement. LifeWise, it's up to you.
Well, second half about to get underway. Portland with the surprising lead, I'm sure to many, 18 points over Minnesota here at halftime, 61-43. And let's take a look at how that lead got there with some halftime stats.
Well, again, the field goal percentage in Portland shot it better, particularly in the second quarter. They dominated the offensive end. Minnesota's still not bad and feeling that they'll be better, but Portland, a good job of three-point shooting from Wesley Person and Damon Stoudemire. Free throws. Portland's missed one. You got to keep fouling. Mark Matson, if you want to keep it 50%. Rebound totals. Portland really banging the offensive glass. Wide margin in that category. Turnovers, not a big story for either team so far in the ball game. And the assist reflects some very good passing and guys making shots off the pass.
Take a look at the top performers. Garnett did not score in that second quarter. Sam Cassell with the 15 points on 7 of 8 shooting is keeping them close. Take a look at Portland. Wesley Person 16, Wallace 12, and Zach Randolph 10. And now in the McDonald's coach's corner, our very own Ann Schott.
Thank you, Michael. Admiring the second quarter stats is Jimmy Lynam. Boy, I'll tell you what, 2-point difference at the quarter and then woo!
Yeah, I think two things. Maurice did a terrific job. He saw Wesley had the hot hand, so he just kind of pushed the ball in his direction. And our big guys did a good job getting screens to free them up. And we put 37 points on the board. And our defense picked up. When we got a little smaller for a stretch, Ruben went in there and he locked into Sprewell. So we got a lot of open court baskets as well.
Make sure we don't get complacent, Coach.
We're up same. I'll go tell him.
Sounds good. See, now he's going to go right to that bench, you guys, and say, Ann says no complacency.
Assistant Coach Ann Schott.
Thank you very much.
We always knew.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Ann Schott. Yeah, tell me.
Take a look at the bench points. Of course, 16 of those belong to Wesley Person, so it's a touch misleading, but what a first half for him as we check in with the Southwest Airlines NBA scoreboard tonight.
Well, Washington continues to struggle, and Arenas was supposed to be back for this ball game. I don't know whether he played or not, but Cleveland played a great game yesterday. Not so great tonight. They lose to Chicago, who's been struggling themselves. Atlanta gets hammered by New Orleans. Is there a Terry Stotts watch? Watch out in Atlanta. Could be another coaching change.
They had a big win a couple of nights ago, though.
Detroit just continues to stink it up with these 70-point games, and the result is another loss. New Jersey not much better, but 3 enough to win. New York a win over Memphis. So the new boss gets his first win, Isaiah Thomas. It's almost a reversal of the game they lost to these Minnesota Timberwolves. Pacers and Terry Porter get a win at the Eastern Conference leading Indiana Pacers. San Antonio continues to roll. Have they lost a game here lately? Wow, they win by 15 over Orlando. Had a big game yesterday. And Houston, losers. They were leading most of that game, and they lose by 1 to the much-improved Denver Nuggets. That was 1 mile high, too. That was a difference. And that was a difference right there. Almost a mile high in Utah.
And Boston the win over Phoenix by 2 as Portland gets the first possession. In those scores you saw.
Boston came back and won that game?
Yes, they did. 104-102.
Well, that tells Portland they better stay sharp because Phoenix had a huge lead in that ball game, and to drop it really, really hurt D'Antoni.
Portland came out very hot in the third quarter of their last win over Dallas. The third quarter has been the bugaboo for them all year. A couple of nights ago, they got it corrected. We'll see if they do it tonight.
Well, McInnis gets run down by Garnett, and they're playing 4-on-5. Cassell takes advantage of it. Stays torchy hot.
8 for 9 is Cassell. So these an important few minutes for Portland in this ballgame.
Well, what they're trying to do is take advantage of that Trenton Hassel, Rasheed Wallace matchup, but they got to get to it early. They leave Damon wide open.
Stoudemire couldn't get the roll, and Minnesota out with it. 3-on-1. Cassell around Wallace missed it. Garnett was there for the follow. The T-Wolves a little hop to their step, and look out.
Yeah, you know, Flip Saunders is up in front of us. You know, when coaches get up, their team seem to respond better, and he's up trying to get his defense to press him. But Portland's not passing the ball enough here at the top. 7 on the clock.
Zach Randolph goes by Garnett, leans in to Irvin Johnson, and a loose ball foul called on Dale Davis.
See, this is why coaches have to stand up. Their teams play better when they stand up.
Well, Maurice is sitting down.
I know. Well, he'll be getting up in a minute, but I'm just saying, you know, they can't sit down. Players don't seem to respond to sit-down coaches.
Here's Cassell again. Ball slapped away by Wallace out of bounds off of Rashid.
The one thing that makes Sam Cassell so difficult to cover is that he's a right-handed player that likes to go to his left, and he likes to spin off of pressure. So he can dribble a ball with either hand, then he can just pull up and make a shot.
Cassell again, doing it on his own. Now needs help. Garnett takes a long 2. That's short. Rebound Wallace.
Zach Randolph has Garnett sealed.
Baseline, Zach goes and scores. He will a lot of times reverse the ball up on the other side of the rim in that situation. That time he kind of quick jumped Garnett and fooled him. Sprewell. Wallace blocked the shot out of bounds.
Now, Wallace like that. You know, he beat him. Sprewell beat him with the pump fake, and Wallace still chased him down and got him back. That's why he had that big smile on his face. Right there, he's beat. Sprewell goes one more time, and the hesitation got him in trouble.
Cassell from Hassel. Out to Garnett. Sprewell thought about the 3, now going to take it inside and just lays it up and in. Split 3 Blazer defenders to do it.
That was too easy. There were people watching him. In that case, the defense just gave up on Latrell Sprewell.
Dale Davis had the shot at the foul line, wouldn't take it. Now Wallace against Cassell. Randolph clears. McInnis flashes to the foul line and knocks it down. Minnesota the other way. Sprewell around Stoudemire, rims it out. Rebound fought for, still loose. Stoudemire picks it up, now 2-on-2 with McInnis. David looks for help wisely, and Wallace has it out top.
Zach is open. You see.
They lob to Davis from McInnis.
He told Zach, I'll get you next time.
Dale many times would rather bring that ball down and pump fake several times. That time he threw it down with 2 hands. Now Garnett right block against Davis. Bullies his way to the hoop and scores.
He had no choice. If he doesn't dunk that, then, you know, he's just out of bounds.
The Blazer lead 16. It was 18 at the half.
See, they're not going to let Wallace get a clean look. And whenever he's in there with Hassel, they drop Johnson back in his lap, knowing that Dale Davis is not going to be a big threat to him.
There's the pick and roll with Wallace. Tough shot, short. Trenton Hassel lets it go out of bounds, so Minnesota ball. So Portland has at least come out with enough energy to weather the first Minnesota storm.
Terrific reaction from McInnis and led him right to the hoop for an easy score.
Irvin Johnson down low. Garnett found him a little late. Johnson still, though, with a nice left-handed scoop up and in.
Rare spot of offense from Irvin Johnson.
Wallace is doubled. Davis takes a dribble and knocks down the little 15-footer.
Well, there are certain people that they're going to gamble off of, and Dale Davis is one of them. And from right there, he can make that shot.
Davis in double figures with 10. Sprewell baseline against Wallace. Irvin Johnson again? No. Short. Rebound. Tipped around. Won by Garnett. Now here's Cassell. He's been hot. This time it's off. Another offensive board. Sprewell. Garnett a long 2. Yes.
Well, 3 chances and it'll hurt you, and Garnett's got 6 1/4, 18 in the game, so none in the second and heating up here in the third.
So Minnesota here nearly halfway through the third. They've shaved 4 off Portland's halftime lead. McInnis baseline off his foot out of bounds. Turnover.
When you have a team under control, you want to play quicker. Don't slow it down. And Portland's starting to slow down their play at the offensive end.
Cassell again, no. Randolph Portland not as aggressive on the boards as they were early in this game. But Randolph gets it that time, and now McInnis. Calls for the Wallace pick. Sheed rolls. Takes a tough three. Missed it badly. Fights, keeps it loose. Stoudemire picks it up. Credit the Wallace hustle. Randolph down low. No. Got his own board. No. Tips it a third time and scores. That's how you get big rebound numbers.
Yeah, miss. But be a great offensive rebounder and get it back.
Blazers back by 16 halfway through the third. Offensive rebounds, 15 now for Portland. Cassell backing down on Stoudemire. Good defense by Damon. Better shot by Cassell.
Well, after going outside and not making a couple, he went right back inside knowing he can get that shot.
Randolph against Garnett. KG slapping at it. Zach gives it up and tries to get better position, but Garnett's playing good defense. McInnis, Zach rolls to the hoop. Shot blocked by Urban Johnson. Well, a nice pick and roll, too, by Zach and McInnis. Sprewell along two. They're going to call it a three. Mark Wunderlich didn't know and looked for help as Sprewell looked to have a foot way over the line.
Well, their offensive players have picked things up, and Portland wants to talk about it.
11-point Portland leads, so Minnesota, they're not going to relax. They want that 7th straight road win.
Every day. You'll find it at Fred Meyer.
Buy or lease a 2004 Chevy SUV and get 2 season passes to Mount Bachelor. Mount Bachelor, where the high desert snow is dry and the mountain is bigger than any other resort in the Northwest. Simply buy or lease an Avalanche, Suburban, Tahoe, or Trailblazer, and you're on your way up the mountain. How you get down is up to you. See your participating local Chevy dealer.
Right. Got it. Yeah. Well, that's great news. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Well, I've got some fantastic news.
I'm out of here.
No, it's Geico. I just saved myself a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Well, upcoming events at the Rose Quarter include Stars on Ice January 3rd at the Rose Garden, and a reminder, the 2005 U.S. Figure Skating Championships will be at the Rose Garden January 9th through 16th. Tickets available at the Rose Quarter ticket office and all Ticketmaster outlets, or go to rosequarter.com. We asked you earlier the Aflac trivia question. Minnesota's inaugural head coach in 1989 also has Portland coaching ties. Who was it? Of course, the late Bill Musselman. Coached the Timberwolves for 3 seasons and later was an assistant under Mike Dunleavy, and of course his son Eric is the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Well, second chance points, it could be argued, is what really helped Portland off to that big lead at halftime. It was 17-7 at halftime. Minnesota, though, with the second chance points here in this quarter.
Well, the bigger argument is their offense, and when Portland's offense is inside, they're going to have a good chance of dominating the play. Minnesota, when they've got their offensive players making shots, as you see, Portland is second highest in the league in second chance points. And they are playing well now. Cassell, Garnett, and Sprewell have all scored here in the quarter. They're all in double figures.
They have cut 7 points off of Portland's halftime lead. We've still got 5:12 left here in the third. This game also on national TV tonight, and the timeout's a slight longer than usual. Stoudemire.
The guy that they need to really find is Wallace, and they got him right at the rim, but they're not able to get the ball into him when he's got Cassell on his back. 3 on the clock.
Davis has to turn around and take a shot, and the rebound is pulled down by Garnett over Randolph. So here comes Minnesota, full head of steam. Cassell takes another tough shot. This one's off. Hurried that one a little, and the rebound to Randolph. Portland with numbers as Cassell is late back. Zach thought about the hoop, of course.
He thought about shooting.
Wallace finds an open McInnis from 15, and Jeff knocks it down. A dependable shot for McInnis, and another good game for Jeff tonight. 6 of 8 shooting, 12 points.
You want to shoot a high percentage. Know what your strength is. And McInnis is staying with his strength tonight, and they're giving him chances to shoot it, trying to post Cassell.
Stoudemire trying to get all over Sam. Up top, Garnett, top of the key jumper, is through.
8 1/4 for Garnett. He's got 20 points on the night, so even when he has taken the second quarter off, he's ringing the bell. 24 a game is what he's averaging.
9 of 15 as well. Wallace gives the pick. The swing to the far side to Davis. Wouldn't take the jumper. Shot clock at 8. McInnis right down the middle. Finger rolls it up and in. And here come the Timberwolves. Cassell runs down McInnis. No foul called. Cassell still with it. Dishes to Hassel. McInnis got up and stripped him. And then Davis hit in the face by Cassell, and a foul is called. So great hustle by McInnis, who felt he had done enough to draw the offensive foul. Didn't happen, but got up and stayed with the play.
Cassell is telling him, no more passes. McInnis, a nice extension and a finish. So he continues to shoot the ball here in the period. 6 1/4 for him.
And the Blazers, as you always say, need to continue to score. Minnesota certainly is. Davis lob to Wallace inside. Rashid shot blocked by Garnett.
Well, they took a little bit too long to catch it and gather. Steal.
Stoudemire back the other way. Hassel, can he catch him? No. Stoudemire scores and he's fouled. But the steal started it all.
Wallace got in there and got a piece of that, and Damon is pushing as hard as he can. Hassel trying to make the play the other way, and the Wolves want a timeout.
Full timeout called by Flip Saunders. So Portland continuing to answer. Minnesota to this point, 3:06 left in the third. Portland by 15 on the Blazers Television Network.
If you're looking for the best time to get a new Ford, the time to buy is now, during the final days of Ford year-end clearance. And if you buy now, you can get up to $3,500 cash back or financing as low as 0% plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150, Super Duty, and Explorer. Or get $3,500 cash back or 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash on Ford Expedition. The timing's never been better, but it all ends January 2nd. So look again to the final days of Ford year-end clearance at your Northwest Ford stores.
So, you want to open a checking account?
Yeah, but I don't want to pay for it.
Right. And you want online banking?
Right, if it's free.
And unlimited online bill paying?
I don't want to have to pay for that either.
No.
No.
So you want total security protection on your check card, free?
Look, I just don't think I should have to pay for any of it.
Neither do we.
Free checking plus with direct deposit from Bank of America. Higher standards.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Come on, Gladys! Put your back in a wind!
Need traction? Traction tires, studs, or chains. For great deals on your winter driving needs, there's only one place to stop before you go. Les Schwab.
You push, you punk.
Every day, we handle over 1 million pit stops. But on the weekend, we add a few more. Because we've been the official fuel of NASCAR for over 45 years. 76 with Pro Power. For NASCAR, for your car. Get the spirit.
Well, back at the Rose Garden, Blazers by 15. Minnesota charging hard, but Portland answering to this point. And time now for Bank of America, who brings you higher standards. Take a look at the higher standards tonight. Zach Randolph, 14 points. Rasheed Wallace with the 9 rebounds. And Jeff McInnis, another solid game, 7 assists. And shots on the sidelines. What do you have?
Well, funny that you bring up Jeff McInnis, Michael. He's having another great night. Over the last 5 ball games, a lot of folks looked at the 13 points per. But, you know, McInnis would really like to concentrate on the fact that he is averaging 6 assists and only about 1.5 turnovers per over the last 5. So a great all-around game from McInnis. Another one tonight, guys.
Thanks, Dan. And in fact, you look back to the win over Dallas. Stoudemire and McInnis combined for a starting backcourt had 17 assists and just 1 turnover. So Portland now 3rd in the NBA in fewest turnovers, and tonight even at 9 looks like a lot compared to what they've been doing.
Well, early in the season they were a high turnover team, and they've managed to get that under control. Sprewell for 3. So Sprewell has 8 in the quarter. Garnett has 8 in the quarter. Sam Cassell has 4. Those are the guys that are carrying the offensive punch for Minnesota.
Well, that's their big 3, and those big 3 averaging combined 62 points a game, the highest scoring trio in the NBA. Stoudemire pressures down the middle. Tough shot. Lets it well short. Rebound Garnett. They go inside to Garnett. Reverses it up and in.
That was some pass. I don't know if it was intended for Garnett, but the big fella just snared it and had an easy 2.
So Portland's still shooting 52% of this game.
I know one guy that's not getting no more passes from Cassell, and that's Trent Hassell. So all you got to do is lay it up.
Oliver Miller in the game for Minnesota. Dale Davis was being held, and that's going to go against Trenton Hassell. Keith McLeod checks back in. We take a look at the beautiful look from Cassell, the KG. Good catch.
Right on the money, though. Cassell finishes that play and then comes out of the ball game. Keith McLeod comes back in. Now, they're not putting McLeod in with all the other reserves, so he may be a little bit more comfortable with Garnett and Sprewell out there.
Stoudemire down the middle, lost it, but it was touched by Hassell late, so Portland fortunate to get it back, and it needed some energy here, and into the game checks Ruben Patterson. And Dale Davis will sit down. 1:51 left here in the 3rd. Portland's 18-point halftime lead has been cut to 11.
Well, what Portland would like to do to get that lead up is to get Wallace back in the game at the offensive end. He has not scored here in the quarters, had some shots, but they've not been really good shots and been against the line. Oliver Miller just lost another pound as he dropped Jeff McInnis.
And that should put Minnesota in the penalty. So that will put Jeff McInnis at the line. There's Miller.
See, that's that big man.
He's only 315 now, but...
No, that was half of the 3. 150 right there that he got him with.
But the guy has lost a lot of weight. He was with the Harlem Globetrotters for a spell. Dakota Wizards played in the CBA last year.
He knows, though, I mean, Oliver Miller's biggest problem has been Oliver Miller's desire to sit down and just eat. And, you know, he's managed to eat himself out of the league. He's trying to work his way back in. You know, and you'll never understand a person with any kind of eating disorder, particularly an athlete. And Oliver Miller is very gifted, but still, this is an issue that he has ongoing concern.
Hassell, there's your guy, drops one down.
Well, that'll get at least 2 or 3 more shots. You know, that's what you want to see. You want to see a guy make one. If you ever really want to get good defense, let a bad offensive player make a shot.
Hassell's first 2. Stoudemire, baseline, hesitation move, flips it out to Ruben Patterson. Shot clock at 4. Damon for 3, no. Blazers needed that. Down to 1 minute to go in the 3rd. McLeod had trouble with it, and now we'll set the offense. Under a minute left. McLeod through the middle. Sprewell for 3, yes.
So Sprewell on the boil here in the quarter, 11 in the quarter. And he is their second leading scorer in the ball game with 21. Minnesota making all of their 3-point field goals.
8-point game. tries to leave it inside for Patterson, and not a good pass, and they turn it over. Minnesota with it. Garnett across the middle, traveled with the ball. Sprewell out top. Randolph from behind tried to steal. Cassell now spinning on the right block. Wild shot is off. Tip up and in. Oliver Miller.
Terrific third quarter for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they fought their way back into the ball game, and Portland will hold for the final shot of the quarter.
We have not seen Wesley Person yet, who has 16 points in the second quarter alone. McLeod's got to get rid of it. Doesn't get it off in time, and it doesn't matter because the shot bounced off the shot clock. But Minnesota led by Latrell Sprewell. A huge third quarter. Portland's 18-point halftime lead is gone. It's at 6 now as we head to the fourth. Stick around. Should be an exciting fourth on the Blazers Television Network.
For you to move about the country.
Oh, should have gotten fajitas.
Ooh, fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. It'll make you regret getting anything else.
Oh, you should have gotten fajitas.
Sizzling marinated carne asada steak and tasty fajita veggies, all wrapped in a flour tortilla and grilled to go.
I should have gotten fajitas.
Taco Bell's Fajita Grilled Stuffed Burrito. Nothing beats the sizzle when you think outside the bun.
You know, insurance can be confusing for most people if they've never had an opportunity to sit down and have it explained to them.
I'm a very good explainer. I explain everything in layman's terms because that's the way I understand things.
I want to make sure my customers understand exactly what they're buying.
We just need to take a little bit of time and explain it to them.
No gimmicks, no frills. I tell you how it is.
You have to really break it down so they can understand.
We have to make sure that our clients know that we can provide real answers.
This is my country.
And let them know there are no stupid questions.
Buy or lease a 2004 Chevy SUV and get 2 season passes to Mount Bachelor. Mount Bachelor, where the high desert snow is dry and the mountain is bigger than any other resort in the Northwest. Simply buy or lease an Avalanche, Suburban, Tahoe, or Trailblazer, and you're on your way up the mountain. How you get down is up to you. See your participating local Chevy dealer.
Comcast Digital Cable gives you TV your way. Get a wide variety of special interest, music, and premium channels. TV Guide Interactive to find what you want faster. And watch anywhere in the house with no expensive equipment to buy. And Comcast has the latest technology, like our HD TV receiver for just $5 more per month. Save 10% on our special Digital Gold package with HBO and Cinemax. Price guaranteed throughout 2004, plus free installation. Call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 now.
Blazers basketball is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Cold down easy. By CarQuest. With 4,000 stores, you'll find it at CarQuest. By Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And by your Northwest Ford stores, home to the all-new 2004 Ford F-150.
Well, Latrell Sprewell and Kevin Garnett bringing the Timberwolves back as they trailed by 18 points at halftime. They have won 6 road games in a row, tying a franchise record. You see the Blazers with the huge second, and then Minnesota bouncing right back with the big third, and the third has been the tough quarter for Portland so far this year.
Well, field goal percentages, Minnesota red hot in that third quarter. They kicked theirs up to 53%. Portland still at 51%. But now you've got to play smart. From this point on, you've got to do a lot more passing and moving the basketball than they did in that third quarter. Minnesota now believes they have a chance to win this game. So the start of the fourth is critical. Sprewell and Garnett stay out on the floor with Oliver Miller, Cassell, and McLeod, the two guys you got to cool off, Garnett and Sprewell.
Well, Minnesota had 11 assists in the first half. They had 11 assists in that third quarter.
Minnesota's, they've got guys that are capable of making shots. They showed that as they started the ball game making shots under some pretty good duress, and then they got cooking here in the third. So you've got to make them take shots that they're going to miss. Oliver Miller should not have missed that one.
Ooh, big miss. Picked up by McInnis. Boy, good ball movement by the Timberwolves. They've certainly got to hop to their step to start this fourth. McInnis misses this time. Rebound left for Sprewell. First rebound of the night for Sprewell. Another shot off. Rebound McInnis.
Well, Sprewell will take some bad shots, and that was a bad one. He felt he was red hot from three-point range, so he thought he'd throw one up to see what was up.
Wesley Person had 16 in the second quarter. These are his first minutes here in the second half. Randolph trying to work against Garnett. Still with it. Spins again. Throws it up well off. Rebound Oliver Miller as Zach just decided that time, I'm going to the hoop. McInnis tips it away, so good transition defense.
Well, Zach got concerned about that block, and so as he spun away once, come back into him, let me spin one more time, never really got good control of the shot.
And he had Garnett on that third pump fake, but turned his back to it, didn't realize he had a little lane there. Here's Garnett. He's double-teamed by Stepania and Randolph. Works his way right out of it. Finds Cassell down the lane, and he scores again. 4-point game. Minnesota's got the best road record in the NBA at 11-4. They're 9-1 in the month of December.
Well, what you need right now is ball movement, player movement. A lot of one-on-one, and that's getting Portland in trouble. Zach Randolph tried to control it, could not.
Portland had a couple of players right into the bucket and a loose ball. They couldn't put a fork in it. And the foul goes to Stepania. Fred Hoiberg will check in for the Timberwolves.
Trent Hassel gave Hoiberg that look. You can't be coming in for me. I just made a shot. Sprewell sits down. Hoiberg in the ball game. The red-hot Trent Hassel stays up.
Portland back in his zone. They lob high to Garnett. He's doubled. He finds Oliver Miller again. He's triple teamed, and the shot is blocked, but nobody can pick it up. So Minnesota will have it with 9 on the shot clock.
Miller saying, if I'd known I was going to get this much attention, I would have made that first layup.
The lob to Garnett. Tough. 2-point shot is long. Patterson pushed off and got away with it. Now has the rebound. Rubin finds Wesley. Hoiberg out to challenge. Tough shot. Leads for Randolph. Zach's shot is off. Stepania tried to keep it alive, but McLeod picked it up. McLeod down the middle, finger rolls it up and off. Ball tipped around, and a loose ball foul called on, I think, Kevin Garnett. Yes, it is. His first.
Garnett goes to Mark Wonderlich and saying, wait a minute, wait. He didn't see him.
Tony Brown said, it was my call. Crowd asking Maurice Cheeks to put Rasheed back in, and he said, not yet. You've got a couple of more minutes.
Well, what you want to do, though, right now is get a good rhythm in passing the ball, and they're not doing it. They're really trying to glove up on the person who gets open.
Wesley stays red hot. He's 8 of 10 on the night, 18 points.
Sam Cassell back in the ball game, so they keep at least 2 of their big 3 out on the floor with Garnett.
Cassell spins away. They do the pick and roll with Garnett. He's triple team. Back to Cassell. Top of the key. Jumper is off. Rebound Zach Randolph. Now McInnis comes and gets the ball. Blazers by 6.
Well, they're trying to run the same play. They want to get Person off the screen, but Body didn't set it.
McInnis down the middle. Shot blocked from behind, but a foul called. Cassell can't believe it, and it's going to go against Cassell. And a timeout on the floor. Cassell picks up his third. Blazers trying to hang on. The lead is 6, but a lot of time left. 8:42 to go on the Blazers television network.
You know, the Ram has 20-inch available wheels. Nice. 4 full-size wide-opening doors. Uh-huh. And 345 horses of genuine Hemi power. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm getting one, too. Want to talk to my sales guy?
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab a Dodge Ram with 0% financing or a $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, get our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
Pride and performance, whether it's in sports, in the classroom, or at work. It's about dedicating yourself to working hard and doing your best. At Les Schwab, we're proud of our young people. And we're proud in helping our high schools throughout Oregon by being a title sponsor of the OSAA State Championships. We encourage you to come out and support our young people.
Comcast Digital Cable gives you TV your way. Get a wide variety of special interest music and premium channels. TV Guide Interactive to find what you want faster. And watch anywhere in the house with no expensive equipment to buy. And Comcast has the latest technology, like our HD TV receiver for just $5 more per month. Save 10% on our special digital gold package with HBO and Cinemax. Price guaranteed throughout 2004, plus free installation. Call 1-888-YOUR-TV1 now.
At G.I. Joe's, we don't sell action figures. We create them by offering a huge selection of the gear you want. By stocking the brand names you trust. And by providing expert advice, G.I. Joe's can bring any adventure to life. Skiing, fishing, whatever gets you out there, you can count on Joe's to bring out the action figure in you.
Well, after this next 3-game road trip, the Blazers take on Denver Friday, January 2nd. It's a family fun night. 4 tickets, $12 in free food, and a Bi-Mart fun pack for as low as $59. Memphis Grizzlies and Bonzi Wells come to town on Tuesday, January 6th for Elvis Night. Plus, it's a 2 for Tuesday. Get 2 tickets and $6 in free food for as low as $29. Tickets for all upcoming Blazers games are on sale now at the Rose Quarter Ticket Office. All Ticketmaster locations you can call 1-800-4NBA-6, or you can visit Blazers.com. Well, Zach Randolph, 13 consecutive games of 20 points or more. He's got 17 games of 20 or more overall, but 13 in a row. And tonight, 14 points right now with 8:42 to go.
He leads the NBA. That's a very strong number. Zach, a lot more trouble tonight than he had against the Dallas Mavericks, with Garnett giving him some special attention. Sure.
McInnis well short with that first free throw, and they're going to be big down the stretch. Portland has got to the line a lot more than Minnesota has tonight, and Portland now 13 of 15 at the free throw line, so they've been solid tonight.
Well, Sam Cassell working Michael Smith the entire time, telling him, I'm going to need that same play. You give it to me coming back.
7-point Portland lead, 8.5 to go.
Portland showed zone. Portland hasn't done a good job with their zone tonight and really keeping Minnesota from getting good shots.
They don't rebound well out of the zone, I know that. Cassell steps in, hands to Hoiberg, just inside three-point land. He's short with it. Rebound Randolph. Hoiberg now 0 for 3 in the game.
And that's what he's supposed to do, so Sam Cassell got 2 guys he just wrote off. Hassel, no more passes. Hoiberg, no more passes.
But Hassel's red hot. How can you say that?
No more passes. Person, 1-2 times off the screen.
Zach going against Garnett again. Out to Person. Hassel jumps back on him. Zach muscles his way this time and scores. Garnett, baseline, top shot, no. Rebound, kept alive by Miller. To Cassell, no. Rebound, chased down by Ruben Patterson. Hoiberg quickly finds Person in transition. Patterson, trouble with it inside, and he's fouled. The ball was loose. A good job by Ruben just to pick it up. And that's 3 team fouls now.
Zach Randolph on the quick spin, and then a little power to get that one by the outstretched arms of Kevin Garnett. Sprewell back in the ball game, and they're going to try to close it out with the big 3 plus Gary Trent. So, Garnett's going to take a short breather here.
Garnett 22 points on 10 of 18 shooting. And Garnett's got 8 assists and 9 rebounds. Again, he's close to his 3rd straight triple-double in this building. Person, baseline jumper, no. This time it's short. Rebound Miller, Cassell, Sprewell, no. Ball tipped around, and boy, Minnesota loses it. But right now, they are outfighting Portland on those rebounds, especially on the offensive end for them.
Well, both teams are struggling to score the ball, and Portland's lead is creeping up. Minnesota mostly jump shots, 1 of 11. Portland 2 of 7. But even the best jump shooting team is going to go cold for a stretch, so you got to try to continue to score. Bad decision by McInnis. You should have taken that layup.
Rubin bailed him out. Now drives baseline. Finds McInnis from 15. Yes! Jeff McInnis, 19 points on 8 of 11 shooting to go along with 8 assists. And getting some kind rolls as that play started out with a pass that could have very well been a McInnis turnover as a foul here on a Cassell drive, so Cassell will shoot free throws.
Well, McInnis had turned the corner, and he was wide open, and fortunately, as the play continued, he got the play back to redeem himself. Cassell at 20, so all 3 of Minnesota's big scorers are 20 or more.
And that's a little above their average. The big 3, as I mentioned earlier, they averaged 62 points a game. In a game earlier this year, their big 3 had 93 combined. Portland lead 9 again. 6.5 to go.
Trying to get Person.
Zach around Oliver Miller, got fouled, so Zach will shoot free throws. He had the little 15-foot jump shot he normally will take, but he saw Oliver Miller was there and said, I can go around this one.
So Cassell out of the ball game. Hoiberg back in as Zach Randolph got a chance to dance by Oliver Miller. And anytime you can get Oliver Miller away from the hoop and force him to move, he's going to have some problems.
Well, Zach is getting to the line on average 6 times a game. First time to the line tonight. You see Zach over the last 10 days. He's been one of the hotter players in the month of December. Crowd chanting All-Star as Zach shoots the first free throw. It's going to be tough, but it could be done. The coaches will have to select him to the team.
Well, you think about some players that have never been All-Stars. Sam Cassell is one. Rod Strickland is another. I mean, when you say these guys are pretty good players and they never made it, it just depends on which conference you're in and how you're going. Oliver Miller this time, no fooling around, puts the cap on.
6 points now in the quarter for Minnesota. Nice pass by Hoiberg. Portland lead back to 9. And again, sounds redundant, but Portland has to continue to score. McInnis down low, Stepania in trouble. Fades, no. Rebound, Oliver Miller. Cassell traveled, got away with it, out to Hoiberg. In the corner, Sprewell goes by Person. Leans with it, missed it. Rebound, Randolph.
You go to practice all the time. Twirler, what's that mean?
That means post up for Stepania and clear it out.
No. Zach trying to go again. This time doesn't go.
Stepania, the offensive board, and he's fouled, and down he goes. Crowd asking for a flagrant foul on Gary Trent as Stepania sent flying. And a timeout on the floor. Portland by 9, 5:25 to go. Stay with us. Should be a great finish. Blazers trying to snap Minnesota's 6-game road winning streak. You're watching the Blazers Television Network.
Nice truck.
Yeah, new F-150. And the best part is I get to write the whole thing off.
Is that the small business owner tax benefit?
Yeah. You probably qualify too.
Yeah.
Attention small business owners. Buy any qualifying Ford vehicle and deduct 100% of the transaction amount from this year's tax return.
You better get to your Northwest Ford store before the end of the month.
Great tip. Come on, I'll show you the plan.
Changed the McNuggets, you know. Why change McNuggets? Who changed the McNuggets? I love McNuggets. McNuggets don't need to be changed. If you're gonna change something, change broccoli. Change is good.
McDonald's new Chicken McNuggets are now made with white meat. Come on in. You'll love the change.
I'm loving it.
Fun Night, Friday, January 2nd. Get 4 tickets, free food, and a bonus gift. Call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or visit Blazers.com.
Well, it's time for the Slam of the Game tonight, brought to you by Taco Bell. Slam of the Game came on a beautiful pass from Jeff McInnis to a cutting Dale Davis, who threw it down with two hands. Slam of the Game brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Well, Minnesota got back to within 4 points in this game. As you see Dale Davis's line, it was 80-76 with about 10 minutes to go, but Portland now answers back on a 9-4 run.
Well, Stepanya goes up for this rebound and is TKO'd by the heavyweight, Gary Trent.
So Stepanya at the free throw line. He's been there one time tonight, 1 of 2. On the season, 73%.
Garnett comes back in the ball game, and they have Sprewell, Cassell, Garnett, Hoiberg, and Miller out on the floor. Portland, Zach Randolph, Stepanya, he's at the line, Ruben Patterson, McInnis, and Person. So there will be another lineup change for Portland within the next minute 30.
Rasheed just 4 of 12 in this ball game and really hasn't. Stepanya makes 1 of 2. They haven't made a big effort to go to Wallace in the second half of this game and get him involved.
Portland show zone. And Minnesota's now got to find some offense. So look for them to try to find a soft spot in the zone and score inside, with Kevin Garnett being the guy that makes the play. 8 on the clock.
This zone more active than we've seen Portland's zone. Sprewell, a wide open 3, missed it. Stepanya jumps in and grabs the rebound for Portland. So that time the zone was active, hands were up, getting out in passing lanes.
Well, Person is saying, you know, go the other way. Get me a screen and go the other way. Zach Randolph.
Zach says, I'm going to go to the hoop. Shot was blocked. Zach's back at the free throw line.
Oliver Miller. See how much room he's given him, and Zach is able to dance with that ball and get the angle that he wanted. Garnett coming over to make the block. Oliver Miller gets him down below, so Zach has a chance to get to 20, keep the streak going, misses his first.
He didn't even want to say it. With a couple of made free throws, Zach would have made our Dodge first to 20 contest winner a winner. And he misses a pair. Stepanya fights for the rebound, but Hoiberg comes up with it. They pass ahead to Garnett. He finds an open Hoiberg for 3. No, it's too long. Hoiberg's still ice cold. Stepanya with the save as he goes down in the front row. Blazers pass ahead. Person, a wide open 3. No. McInnis the offensive rebound. They reset.
Wallace was running all the way down here. He thought that one was good. The place was ready to erupt, but both teams missed deep. A little bit of game fatigue showing up on these jump shots now.
McInnis, tough little leader is good. McInnis with 21. And Jeff McInnis is the first to 20 tonight. So Charlotte Herman, thanks for playing. Go to your local Dodge dealer for a chance to play the Dodge first to 20. Cassell, Sprewell steps in and takes the tough two. He missed it long. Rebound kept alive, though, by Miller. Back to Garnett for two-handed stuff.
Well, that was a heck of a tap by Miller. I mean, to have the awareness of where teammates were and drop it back, they get within 10.
Minnesota staying alive. Effort points. Shot clock already at 10.
Patterson should look to go on Hoiberg.
And he was fouled, so Rubin will shoot free throws. He's 56% on the year.
But he knows Stepania?
No. This will be his first trip there tonight.
Stepania's shooting 73%. I know. You know Stepania.
He's 2 for 4 tonight.
Well, Reuben Patterson is really up his field goal percentage over the last 10.
Portland, they've been great at the free throw line until this quarter. Now 17 of 23.
When you consider who Portland has on their roster, they have some very poor free throwers as it is. To go 18 of 24, that's a pretty good night for them as a team.
21st in the NBA, averaging 74% on the year. Cassell guarded by Randolph. This is Garnett. McInnis went for the steal. Garnett finds Hoiberg. Can he hit one this time? Yes.
Hoiberg finally rings the bell. I mean, he's supposed to be able to make shots. A little tight. Feeling that pressure of being out there.
Long two, they say. Lead back to 9. McInnis uses the Stepania pick, feeds the big man, and he's fouled hard, so he's got some floor burns tonight. He's going back to the free throw line. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So when we come back, Stepania will shoot free throws again. They're becoming huge in this game. Blazers by 9. 2:46 left. You're watching the Blazers Television Network.
After further review, the Millers were first to the red strata.
Look, there's another one.
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab our best deal, like 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 in cash allowances. All with Dodge's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
We'll take it. Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
And I don't even have that insurance.
What insurance, Santa?
The one that pays you cash if you're hurt and can't work.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
For over 50 years, escape from the ordinary has been Norm Thompson's signature. So the last thing Norm Thompson wanted was an ordinary health plan. That's why they chose LifeWise Health Plan of Oregon. Norm Thompson's 600 associates like our online health information, along with the broad network of doctors and caregivers that LifeWise offers. Plus, the responsive service you'd expect from a local company. You might say that LifeWise is just what Norm Thompson ordered. LifeWise, it's up to you.
Well, the Blazers take on the Denver Nuggets Friday, January 2nd. That's a family fun night. 4 tickets, $12 in free food and a Bi-Mart Fun Pack for as low as $59. Memphis Grizzlies come to town on Tuesday, January 6th. That is Elvis night, plus a 2 for Tuesday for tickets for all upcoming Blazer games. They're on sale now. Rose Quarter Ticket Office, all Ticketmaster locations. You can call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or you can visit Blazers.com. Well, let's reset the game situation for you here. Blazers by 9. Both teams with a full complement of timeouts. And Portland has 2 fouls to give in this situation.
Well, the story is this. Minnesota not making shots. They're shooting 22% in the fourth quarter of play. After toasting it up in the high 60s in the third, they have really cooled off, and that's gotten them in a lot of trouble. And their big three, Sprewell 0 for 5. Cassell 0 for 2, and Kevin Garnett 1 for 3.
All right, free throws, as we mentioned, are going to be big down the stretch here. 2:46 to go. Stepania there tonight. He's got big minutes tonight. Wins the first one out.
Well, he's no Ruben Patterson either. So Stepania trying to get 1 of 2, and he does.
So 3 for 6 on the night for Stepania, and the lead back to 10.
And it looks like Wallace will not make it back into this game. The fans have been calling for him, but Cheeks feels pretty good about this unit that's out on the floor, and it's going to let him finish it off.
Hoiberg for 3.
Unless something drastic happens, Hoiberg steps in and finally makes that deep shot. Back-to-back shots for Hoiberg.
They're a good three-point shooting team, and of course Hoiberg is their best. Trying to get Wesley Person open. He's having a tough time finding a pick to run off. Stepania, shot clock at 5. Patterson with it as McInnis goes down. Patterson to the rack. No, but he's fouled. So the Blazers are happy to be getting to the foul line, but the guys they're sending there are Stepania and Patterson, not 2 of their better foul shooters.
Well, in this case, they have nothing to do but get it in the air. They're yelling money, green, let it go, and they do it. So Wallace is going to make it back in there just at the 2-minute mark, 2 minutes, 1 second left here in the fourth quarter of play. Wallace at the scores table.
Well, he only played 21 minutes against Dallas because of foul trouble, but played late and had some big buckets late, had a big tip late, a big rebound late in that game. So Stepania sits down. Stepania 0 for 4, but has 7 rebounds and 3 points in 16 minutes. Ruben Boomche had moved ahead of Stepania in the depth chart, but Boomche is out with a sprained ankle. Patterson makes a pair. Big free throws by Ruben. That puts the Portland lead back at 9.
2 minutes for the quarter. Portland back in a man-to-man. They get Cassell, gets the foul.
So first foul in the last 2 minutes. So the next one will be free throws for Minnesota.
The chore for Portland is just to keep them in front and make them shoot over the top of the defense. Don't let them break down, get something cheap and easy. They're struggling to score the ball.
Garnett faces up on Zebo, spins to the rack, high archer is off. Rebound, who has it? Person has it. Out to Zach. If they can get it ahead to Ruben, they got an easy 2. Patterson, no, but he's fouled hard by Sprewell. So Ruben back to the free throw line. Good play, though, and good hustle by Sprewell.
Garnett went high, thought he extended enough, and it bounced off. Person was there. It's a good outlet pass. If you ever want to be a good running team, those are the kind of outlet passes you need to make. And Sprewell not quick enough to get back to get to Ruben. Patterson.
Ruben 3 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. That one rolls off. He was trying to will it in. It would not listen.
You got to get it over the rim. Over the rim.
He's got the second. Cassell tried to leave it to Sprewell to go for the 3, but it was tipped away and stolen. Blazers desperately wanted to get this game before heading east tomorrow morning. Cleveland, New Jersey, Detroit coming up.
Well, they wanted to get it for a lot of reasons, but, to win this game against a hot team, and it builds their confidence, as Jeff McInnis turns it back over.
shot clock violation.
And now you're going to play 3 teams that you can beat. So you leave with the idea of having played well, played a tough opponent, you have a chance to beat Cleveland and drop 2 in a row.
20-second timeout called. So it's a 10-point game with 1:11 left. Portland will obviously try to get out on Hoiberg and the 3-point shooters of Minnesota. With 10 points in the NBA with 1:11 left, it is not over.
No, it's over. Tonight it's over.
Okay. Jerome Kersey, of course. He's going on the road trip with us. By the way, Sunday at Cleveland, that is a game right back here on KGW. That's 4 o'clock Pacific time. Monday, we're at New Jersey. That's a 4:30 time on Fox Sports Net. And then Wednesday, New Year's Eve, an early game at Detroit, 1 o'clock. Sunday, 4 o'clock, KGW Northwest News Channel 8, Blazers Cavaliers.
So for Portland, the real idea is to make sure that nothing comes easy for the T-Wolves and that they have to use clock to get it.
Garnett drills a long 3 just like that, 7-point game. Now Wallace needs help getting it in, and does to Zach. They try to foul Zach, or they at least looked that way, as Person now has it. They're going to take a little time.
Well, you hear Flip Saunders say no foul.
Wallace turns, gives to Zach. He spins inside. Tough shot short. Rebound Garnett. The outlet to Cassell. He fired a Hoiberg. Sprewell in the corner wouldn't take the 3. Garnett to Cassell again. Cassell decides to take the 2 and hits. And Maurice Cheeks wants a quick timeout, as this all of a sudden is a 5-point game with 38.7 to go. Blazers trying to hang on. Minnesota not going quietly.
It opens up a whole new world of good taste. Adds to life's simple pleasures. Takes a special moment and makes it even more special. Private selection. Everything premium, but the price. Available at Fred Meyer.
After further review, the Millers were first to the red stratus.
Look, there's another one.
During the Dodge year-end sales drive, grab our best deal, like 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 in cash allowances. All with Dodge's 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
We'll take it. Hurry to your Dodge dealer and see how good the best values in America can be.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Come on, Gladys! Put your back in the wind!
Need traction? Traction tires, studs, or chains, or great deals on your winter driving needs, there's only one place to stop before you go. Les Schwab.
You push, you punk.
No, you can't. Hold on. LeBron, you want to get
All the world's eyes are on 18-year-old phenom LeBron James. Can he live up to the hype?
This is getting serious. How you feeling? I don't know. Lately, they've been acting a little funny. Funny? Funny how? Check this. You hear that? Man, that ain't funny. That ain't funny, man. I know you was playing to get me.
Blazers will inbound after calling the timeout. It's a 5-point ball game.
It's a possession game. Portland's got 24 seconds. They want to use all 24. Minnesota's going to be trying to make the steal, so the most important thing is inbound pass. So now the ball is in. Minnesota has got to worry about the clock. Now, if you're Jeff McInnis and the Trailblazers, use the time.
still with it.
Well, they're trying to find Wallace, but you keep using the time, knowing that they've got to get.
And Person knocks down the top of the key jumper, a difficult shot. And Wesley Person has been the man tonight for Portland as Cassell just now getting up off the floor.
So fighting the shot clock, Person a little look the other way and extends. And a big night for Wesley Person. He now gets 20.
Well, it's time now for our Spirit Mountain play of the game. Tonight, not very often we go back to the second quarter for a play of the game, but Wesley Person in that second quarter was absolutely a house of fire and really extended this Portland lead as the Blazers outscored Minnesota 37-17 in that second, and Person with 16 of those 37 points on his own in the second quarter. That is the Spirit Mountain play of the game, brought to you by Spirit Mountain, your place to play.
Portland Trailblazer basketball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Les Schwab, if we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it. By Sprite. Sprite reminds you to obey your thirst. By 76 Gasoline. Next time you're on empty, get the spirit of 76. By Standard TV and Appliance, with over 10,000 appliances in stock. And by Bank of America, proud sponsors of the Portland Trailblazers.
Minnesota to inbound, 17.5 left. The lead is back at 7. Cassell finds Hoiberg, who got loose. Misses the three-pointer, and a loose ball foul called on Mark Madsen. Rasheed Wallace will shoot free throws.
When the game was at 1:11 left in the ball game, Portland had that 10-point lead, and the possession should have said Portland's got enough time if they just use 3 possessions to get out of this without scoring. And Minnesota's let Wes Person get a hoop, and now they're putting Rasheed Wallace at the line, and all those are here are hungry. So the chance for Chalupas goes up.
And Wallace brings it home. So Minnesota had won, as I mentioned, a record-tying 6 games in a row on the road and 11 of their last 13 on the road. And during this 6-game winning streak, they've been outscoring their opponents by 15 points a ball game. But the Rose Garden has been magic for Portland so far this year. As Sprewell tries a 3 from the corner, no, and the ball game is over. And the Blazers with another gutty effort and gutty win over another elite team from the Western Conference. A great effort tonight as they now head east for 3 games, Cleveland, New Jersey, and Detroit. But they get the victory because, in large part, that man, Wesley Person, who had a phenomenal night tonight, including the nail in the coffin. He is standing by with hand shots.
All right, Wesley, a monster game. A lot of points in that second quarter, but none bigger than that huge bucket with 17 seconds left.
Yes, I just told the guys in the huddle to slow down, make sure we get a good bucket, and the shot clock was running down, so I want to make sure we got a good look. I made a good move, put a good shot on it.
Wesley, coming off the bench, they ask you to do an awful lot. You've been delivering. How do you get the hot hand so quickly and make those minutes count?
Well, just coming out and being focused right away. I know my opportunity is going to come, and every night I got to be ready to go out and do what the team asked me to do.
And how about a road win this time around? How about?
Yeah, we're going to get one on the road this time.
All right, thanks very much, Wesley. Congratulations. Boy, what a game by that guy. Single-handedly off the bench, doing the damage, fellas.
Well, Annie, thank you very much. Wesley Person, what a ball game for him, and his finest performance as a Blazer, no doubt. 20 points for him to go along with 6 rebounds. Blazers 14-4 at home now, 14-13 overall. For Steve Jones and our entire crew, I'm Mike Barrett. We'll talk to you Sunday from Cleveland.
Presentation of Blazers Broadcasting.
The Chrysler year-end sales drive is almost over, so hurry while there's still time left to get the best values in America, like 0% financing plus up to $1,000 in holiday bonus cash, or up to a $5,000 total cash allowance on select 2000.